So Vince, I'm going to actually say something, okay? Dogbound Productions live here at Shamokin District 4 Quad A Championship tonight here. Kent Memorial Field. It's going to be a great night. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Always a great day to be a Bulldog here. We're down in coal country. It's going to be a great night. Let me know when you're up.
Sorry for getting.
Last time I was here, the shop was here. We're still the same.
I have some people that are viewing.
Is Sean in here tonight?
He's doing the camera.
Can you see it?
Perfect.
Good to see you, Phil.
I can't hear you.
Sean will be on the side. Hey, just
All right, give me a second. Let me know you can hear this.
set up.
Again, Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, we're here for the long haul tonight. It's Friday Night Lights. That's right, District 4 Championship game down here, coal country. About 41 minutes away from go time. We cannot wait to bring you the play-by-play, the color commentary, and the video. From our house to yours, thank you so much for our sponsors. It's a great day to be a Bulldog. Most importantly, Tom Gravish has the troops all fired up.
Welcome to tonight's District 4 Quad A Championship
Nothing
football
spinning.
game between the visiting Jersey Shore Bulldogs and your Shamokin area Indians. The Shamokin area school district would like to remind you that if they are complimentary admission,
So, Sean, he said just make the scoreboard camera a little bit bigger now.
Yeah, I can do that.
Give me a second, Vince.
Students in an educational setting. Booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials or opponents is unfriendly and unacceptable.
How's that?
Thank you for your cooperation.
Hold on. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. So, Vince, I guess it's goodbye for now. Leave your phone on just in case I have an emergency.
Just a reminder, porta potties are located on both sides of the bleachers. On the
Okay,
visitor
I
side.
appreciate you.
Restrooms are located behind
Yep.
home
Now listen,
bleachers.
hey, does that stream key stay the same for this broadcast?
Concession stand is located on each side of the visitors'
If we were to be
bleachers.
kicked out and go back in, we go back in under the same key.
Concession stand
All right, thank you, Vince.
located on the west side
Bye.
of the home bleachers. A reminder that spectators and students are asked to remain seated during the game except for visiting the concession stand or the restrooms or porta potties.
The out-of-town scores you want, Doug?
Whatever you can get.
Spectators can walk around the stadium during the game.
Leave it all.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly. We are live, District 4 classic matchup, Shamokin. Used to be Selinsgrove, but it's Shamokin. The Indians are for real. We're down here, that big purple S. They've been the Supermen for the past couple of years here with district titles, and Jersey Shore comes down to Cole Township. I'm alongside Doug Byerly tonight and Coach Sean Hale. It's going to be an epic night. Expecting rain here around 7 p.m. We thank you so much to all of our sponsors, those who've tuned in all year. Quick shout out to Susquehanna Transit. Hey, in a month from now, they're going to have the brand new calendar out. Book your events, book your travel. It's going to be great. The family wants you to know that 2026 is going to be a year to take and get on the bus and travel. Also, Steinbacher, Goodall, and Yurchik law firms. Quick shout out to them. Conferences coming up, seminars. They do so much to prepare people, not only for retirement, but also estate planning for the aging, and also with senior living. And last but not least, Starway Roofing Systems. We appreciate you so much, Glick family, Belfont, Mount Zion. They know roofing. Doug, I don't know, man. I got goosebumps. I got butterflies. I got a little bit of the jitters tonight because I know deep down inside it's just been an absolute incredible year. If you'd have told me the Dogs would be 8-3 at this juncture, I probably would have said, a little bit of doubt in me. Not that I'm cynical, but they're young. They faced some adversity in the offseason with some crucial injuries, but I think they're peaking at the right time.
Oh, no question. Playing well here, coming into week number 12. Again, how did we get here? Shamokin 10-0, as Nate mentioned, second consecutive undefeated regular season, 6-0 at home, 5-0 away. They got here by winning here at Kent Memorial Stadium, right at Roan Field. Shikellamy in the semifinals, they beat 37-7, really handled them pretty convincingly. And a new name on the roster, Noah Ringus, who missed basically the first half of the season, transfer from Line Mountain, from his father from the Shamokin area. He had a big game, had his biggest game of the season, over 100 yards, had a couple long touchdown runs, so that'll be a new name to watch tonight, number 22. And Shore got here, 8-3. 4-1 in the PHAC Division I, 5-1 at home, 3-2 away with the huge win at Thompson Street Stadium over the Athens Wildcats, 73-14 in the District 4 4A semifinal. Really some ridiculous numbers. Bo Sechrist, 286 yards rushing, 18 carries, 6 rushing touchdowns. That's a program mark, second highest rushing total ever. So a big game by a lot of people last week. Noam Pauling played well through the air, 12 for 19, 197 yards, 2 touchdown passes, those to Carter Reinhardt and Luke Ryan. So a solid game offensively and a solid game defensively for the Bulldogs. Got him here. And again, for the 8th consecutive year, Jersey Shore Bulldog in the district finals. Again, as Nate mentioned, often it was Selinsgrove for a number of runs, but the last couple of years here it's been Shamokin. And people forget easily, Shamokin has won the last 3 ball games against Shore, 2 of them in overtime, 3 ball games decided by 4 total points. So it has been a close rivalry here. We'll see what happens tonight.
Well, listen, we're going to cut to commercial. We'll be back right after this. So much to look forward to. We're about a half hour out from the estimated time of arrival for the kickoff. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this. You're listening and watching DPP Sports, Dog Pound Productions.
When it comes to your financial future, experience matters. For more than 30 years, Todd Rischel at Evergreen Wealth Solutions has been helping individuals, families, and businesses create strategies that last. At Evergreen, it all starts with a conversation. Todd and the team take the time to listen and ask the important questions. Where are you today? Where do you want to be tomorrow? And how do you bridge that gap with a plan that fits your life? There's peace of mind in knowing your custom financial plan was strategically built just for you, giving you clarity and confidence every step of the way. Call Todd Rischel and the team at 570-601-6960 or visit evergreenwealthsolutions.com and take the journey to financial freedom today.
You can taste that difference at the Shore Diner. When I think of generous heart and generous portions, I think of Dave Powski and the Shore Diner, located 1211 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore, PA. Call 570-865-6745 for takeout today. Open 7 days a week, starting bright and early at 6 a.m. Love breakfast? Order at any time of the day. Shore Diner, you can't beat the service with a smile, because Dave and the crew truly love serving you in this community. Stop in today and again taste the hometown difference. Are you looking for top quality tools and equipment? Ron Clark at Clark's Expert Sales and Service at 1919 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport has you covered. As you step inside, you're greeted with rows of tools as far as the eye can see. From air compressors and generators to pressure washers, power tools, sockets, pumps, hand tools, and welding machines, they've got the gear you need. Featuring Milwaukee, DeWalt, and other top brands, Clark's offers unbeatable selection and expert service you can trust. Call 570-321-8206 or stop by today. Clark's expert sales and service, where the selection is truly mind-boggling. You want expert? For expert remodeling and custom home building in north central Pennsylvania, look no further. Call Seacrest Construction and Remodeling in Cogan Station. Whether it's a complete remodel, fire and water damage restoration, or mold remediation, Steve and his team have you covered. Need decking, railings, plumbing, electrical, or handyman services? They do it all with quality and care. Call Seacrest Construction and Remodeling today, 570-398-3507, or visit them on the net, www.seacrestconstruction.com.
At Starway Roof Systems, roofing isn't just a job, it's a calling. We believe excellence isn't optional, it's our standard. From the first nail to the final shingle, we do all things to bring glory to God and to serve our clients, communities, and co-workers with a pure heart. Whether it's replacing a storm-worn roof or giving back to a neighbor in need, we lead with honesty, act with integrity, and stand firmly on our character. At Starway, we invest more than our time. We invest our talent and our finances to make a lasting impact right here where we live. Call 1-814-308-0490 today and experience roofing done with purpose, passion, and purity of heart. Starway Roof Systems, built on excellence, driven by faith, and dedicated to serve. Again, call Starway Roof Systems, 1-814-308-0490.
When it comes to finding your dream home, selling your current one, or exploring mortgage options, look no further than Bob Boob and the team at Century 21 First Choice Realty. These aren't just real estate pros. They're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest cheerleaders. Bob and his team combine decades of experience with genuine passion and compassion to guide you every step of the way. They listen, they care, and they make sure your dreams aren't just goals, they're realities. Whether you're buying, selling, financing, choose the team that puts you first. Century 21 Bob Boob First Choice Realty, making dreams come true, one home at a time. Call 570-398-0690 or visit first-choice-realty.com today. When it comes to handcrafted American-made furniture, Brick Mill Furniture Company stands way above the rest. If you want heirloom quality that leaves a legacy, Brick Mill Furniture is the answer. Crafting pieces that turn heads and last generations. Experience this craftsmanship that's built to be admired and treasured. Visit Brick Mill Furniture at 315 West 3rd Street in Williamsport or call 570-932-1964 today. Brick Mill Furniture, where quality isn't just made, it's crafted. BrickMillFurniture.com. Looking for that next ride? Head to Blaze Alexander Kia at 933 Broad Street in Montoursville. Call 570-494-0121 or visit alexanderkia.com. To browse a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, talk to Doug Hilliard and the gang. They'll make your buying experience fast, friendly, and easy. At Kia, the movement that inspires, buying a car has never been simpler. Check out Blaze Alexander Kia, Montoursville today, where they take the deals that other guys won't. At Bald Bird's Brewing Company, Joey Farrar and family invite you to 220 Schaefer Lane, Jersey Shore. Call 570-865-6349 or visit baldbirdsbrewing.com. Whether it's parties, weddings, anniversaries, live golf simulators, or great food and mouth-watering craft beer, there's always something happening. Live music on the deck, trivia nights. It's like hanging out in your best friend's living room. Bald Bird's Brewing. Good times make lasting memories.
Music has the power to connect, to teach, and to inspire. At Upbeat Outreach, Mike Wrench brings that power to life, teaching young and old with disabilities the joy of drumming. A phenomenal musician, polished performer, and recording artist, Mike's true gift is his heart for people. Through vision, testimony, and rhythm, he builds confidence, creativity, and community. Partnering with school districts like Jersey Shore and Montoursville, Mike is changing lives one beat at a time.
Discover the rhythm of possibility with Upbeat Outreach today. Call 570-772-0301. When it comes to elder care and special needs legal matters, trust Julie Steinbacher at Steinbacher, Goodall, and Yurchek, a law firm known for quality representation and compassionate service. With branches in Williamsport State College, Altoona, Wilkes-Barre, and Muncie, they're right where you need them. From estate planning, elder care navigation, guardianship, long-term and nursing home care, to special needs planning and veteran benefits, they cover it all. You can't beat the brand and what they offer. They care enough to make a difference. Visit PAElderCouncil.com or call 1-800-351-8334 today. Steinbacher, Goodall, and Yurchek, your trusted partner in elder and special needs.
Now back to Jersey Shore Bulldogs football on DPP Sports.
Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, that's right, we're back, and we just want to say thanks for finding us. You know, had some issues in the off week, not really sure what happened. We didn't get the notice, but we know that we are out there on YouTube again, Dog Pound Productions, DPP Sports. Just check it out. Listen, if you get a chance, share the link. We're not promising anything, but to subscribe, it is free. It doesn't cost anything. And we just appreciate it, man. We're at 100 viewers tonight, and we know that that's going to increase. But, man, just our sponsors appreciate it. The kids appreciate it. When you look back on the memories and the legacy of having those games at your fingertips, I wish I could go back and had some of those portfolio moments, Doug. We had a lot of print. We had a lot of newspaper. That tended to turn yellow if you didn't seal it off. But now, man, the video and the opportunity to bring the video, and let's face it, without our sponsors, video in the playoffs never happens.
Yeah, you're right. Way back, you had to wait till the next day to see the print newspaper, sometimes even till Monday for the Sunbury Daily Item back in my stretch of the woods. So, yeah, very different these days. Obviously, we love bringing the ball games and live sports to you here. Looking forward to the winter as well. Want to give a shout-out to Coach Tom Gravish. I forgot to mention this the last 2 weeks. He was inducted into the Center County Sports Hall of Fame a few weeks ago. Obviously, coaches a Bald Eagle area graduate, coached at EJ, Bellefonte, Williamsport, now Shore in his 14th year. And then also, we obviously see the Jersey Shore Band all season long. They won the Cavalcada Band's American A-Class Championship at Dallastown High School last Saturday, the first marching band championship in school history. The show was Dante, A Journey Through the Inferno, which I know they play pretty much all season long. So kudos to everyone involved with the Jersey Shore High School Band. They are often, unfortunately, kind of looked over, but they put in as much work as many other sports teams do. So really a nice accomplishment there for the Bulldog Marching Band.
Well, you know I love music, and I've had a chance to be a part of that my whole life. My parents were musical, and so when it comes to sports, we just believed all the extracurricular stuff is an extension. And I'll never forget even going on with the Division II football, seeing the bands and the likes of Westchester and Mansfield's tradition steeped in it, right in our local backyard. But I know one thing, I live right next to the football field, and they're practicing every night. Some nights I lay down, Doug, I can still hear that cowbell. You know what I mean? I know where your mind is going right now. We can all use a little more of that cowbell, but the fact of the matter is, music is a direct part. Whether it's cheerleaders, band, it's the support, it's the patrons, it's the people. Hey, Denny Thompson, thanks for those fireworks last week. They were epic at the Shore. You know, right there, we could see them, and it was beautiful when the victory that Athens came to town, and really the Dogs looked good. We talked about who's peaking at the right time. Is Shamokin peaking? I don't know. I know that the Dogs have had a slightly tougher schedule this year. Played some brutal teams, and even the teams that were 5-5. We talked about this on the ride down: the Dallases, the Del Vals, the Scranton Preps, and the likes. Not to mention the Hollidaysburgs of the world and the Shamokins that are undefeated. But the Dogs have run the gauntlet. They come in with a 35-man roster tonight. Started the year out with a 45-man roster, but they have just enough pieces, I think, to make this happen. And I know they're hungry.
Well, and they played really well. Not only Bo Sechrist obviously led the way last week against Athens, but in the final two games, Shore seniors and the rest of the team compiled 136 points and 894 yards against First Central Mountain. And then Athens, and Coach Gravis talked about it. They know the team knows it's the playoffs. They obviously played extremely well against what turned out to be a little bit of an overmatched Northern Tier League team last week in Athens. But again, people forget their starting quarterback was out, and that starting quarterback threw for 2,000 yards, rushed for 1,000. So if that player would have been in the ball game, would have been a little different. I still think Shore would have won handily, but it would have been a much more more competitive ball game. But the Shore team is playing well right now. Shamokin in the Coal Bucket game here against Mount Carmel 2 weeks ago was down 21-7, came back and tied it right at the end of the ball game, and then got an onside kick to win it 26-21, basically as time expired almost right at the end of the ball game. So they've had some close ball games, but did play very well against Shikellamy last week, 37-7. Again, Noah Ringus had over 100 yards, a junior running back, transfer from Lime Mountain. So he'll be a new guy to watch, along with Logan Steele, obviously, quarterback number 4, and then Jace Gink and Zakeem Clinton.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Steele, we talked about this. He's really not a quarterback. He's a gambler. He's a scrambler. He's one of those guys, when he breaks pocket, it's over. You know, he looks for daylight and runs to it. They had so much success the last time we were down here. 2 tights, double wings. Coach Hale broke that down. He said all they're going to do is run to daylight. They're going to pick a spot. They're going to try to take advantage of your weakness. The Dogs are going to flex a little bit. They're going to run their defensive ends in the 5-2 wider, try to keep the outside containment. And we talked about this. I think if they can win the turnover battle and if they can avoid some of those big plays, you know, a year ago down here, it was the deep threat and the passing and some of those extended drives that Logan Steele did with his feet. The last time we played them, but they played some smash mouth football. They returned a kick in the second half, which kind of stole the momentum from the Dogs being up 21-7. And I think tonight it comes down to execution. The Dogs have to get in rhythm. They have to get in tempo. And they've got to make the plays when they're in the spot to make those plays. And I think with the rain, I mean, it seems like it's slowing down a little bit. We'll have to see. But I remember being down here a couple years back and in the torrential rain. So it's going to be an exciting night, guys. We're so looking forward to this. Again, thanks to our sponsors. We're going to be back right after this. Talk a little bit more about tonight's breakdown.
At Susquehanna Trailways, getting behind the wheel isn't just a job, it's an honor. It's a front row seat to the world, from the bright lights of New York City to the historic charm of Baltimore and breathtaking trips across America. As a Susquehanna Trailways driver, you become the host of unforgettable experiences. Whether you're guiding students safely to school or helping a family create lifelong memories on their next big adventure, you're more than a driver. You're part of the journey, part of the story, part of the Susquehanna Trailways family. And right now, Susquehanna Trailways and Cam Kephart are looking for passionate, dependable individuals to join the team. Step up to the plate. Your seat is waiting. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, an opportunity to see the world and bring people together 1 mile at a time. Get on the bus. Join the tradition. Apply today.
Jiffy Market and Deli. When hunger strikes in Jersey Shore, head straight to Jiffy Market and Deli at 115 Pennsylvania Avenue. Open 7 days a week. They got it all. From weekly sub-specials to fresh deli meats and cheeses, picnic-ready sandwiches, crisp salads, and so much more. Grab a drink when you're on the go. Relax in that cozy seating area where they know you by name and treat you like family. Listen, give Jiffy Market and Deli that on-the-go nonstop shop, 570-398-3499, and make today a Jiffy Market day.
Hey, check out Wasson Auto Parts. If you're looking for reliable auto parts for your next vehicle, come to Wasson Auto Parts, your hometown solution for quality used cars, a huge selection of parts, and top-notch service. Need emissions testing? They've got that too. We've got you covered. Visit us at 180 Schaefer Lane, Jersey Shore, PA 17740. Or give us a call at 570-398-2886. That's the Wasson difference at Wasson Auto Parts, here to service all your needs.
Moose Lodge number 214, proud supporters of Jersey Shore football. Remember, it's always a great day to be a Bulldog because tradition never graduates. Come check them out at 207 North Main Street, Jersey Shore, PA. Got questions? Call 570-398-7593. Don't miss the live watch parties every Friday night on YouTube TV. Great food, awesome fellowship, and nonstop fun. Let's go, Bulldogs. When it comes to head, shoulders, knees, and toes, Phoenix Physical Therapy has you covered. Located off the Thomas Street exit in Jersey Shore, Barry Wrench and the team at Phoenix Physical Therapy are here to help you rise from injury like the Phoenix. From back and neck programs to blood flow restriction, stroke recovery, spinal decompression, and so much more, they have the tools and the team to get you moving. Open Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Call Phoenix 570-398-1859. That's Phoenix Physical Therapy, where recovery takes flight. Are you looking for quality you can trust and service that feels like home? Come on down to Ex-Agway Farm Supply, 112 Harris Street, Jersey Shore, PA. Family owned and operated since 1961. We've got everything you need for your lawn, home, and garden, all under one roof. From the farmer to the friend or the do-it-yourselfer, Agway is the place to be. We're family-focused, blue-collar to the core, and proud to serve our community. Stop in anytime or give us a call at 570-398-2770. Ex-Agway, where hard work grows results. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve more than just contractors. You need craftsmen who treat every project like their own. From a fresh remodel to a major overhaul, John Miller Contracting Services delivers hands-on, handcrafted quality that stands the test of time. No shortcuts, no compromises, just honest work done right. Call 570-753-8843 today. That's 1418 Creekside Lane, Jersey Shore, PA, where your vision becomes reality, one nail at a time. John Miller Contracting Services. Craftsmanship you can trust.
Since 2018, Rosebird Veterinary Center has been more than just a clinic. It's been a second home for your furry family members. When you call on Dr. Bob Lewis and his compassionate team, you're not just getting expert veterinary care. You're becoming part of a family. Family-owned and operated, Rosebird treats every pet with the love and attention they deserve because they know your pet isn't just an animal. They're a member of your family. With extended hours and weekend emergency appointments, help is just a phone call away. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Call 570-865-6735 today. That's 570-865-6735 today. Rosebird Veterinary Center, where care feels like home.
Weary Painting and Contracting for over 30 years. They've been the trusted name in Central PA for professional painting and general construction services. Whether it's interior or exterior finishes or full-scale build-outs, they bring skilled craftsmanship and reliable execution to every job, no matter the size. Family-run and local, Weary Painting and Contracting takes pride in doing things the right way, with no shortcuts and no missed deadlines. Call Weary Painting and Contracting today, 570-398-4817, or visit wearyinc.com. That's WHEARY Inc.com to learn more. At Quarters Flooring America, if you can dream it, you can plan it, and you can do it. Finding your perfect floor starts right here. With over 50 years of helping friends and friends of friends bring their vision to life. From luxurious carpet to stylish hardwood, from waterproof vinyl to that tile that turns heads, Quarters has the selection, the expertise, and the service you deserve. Stop by 2005 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport or call 570-244-2696 or visit quartersflooringwilliamsport.com. That's right, Quarters Flooring America, where your dream floor begins. Looking for a taste that takes you straight to Pittsburgh without leaving Central PA? Haywood's on the Green is where great food, families, and fairways meet. Step into Clinton Country Club and let Rich and the crew fire up your taste buds with mouth-watering gourmet bar food that's bold, fresh, and built to inspire the palate. So eat together, get together, and play together. Only at Haywood's on the Green, 43 Fairway View Drive, Mill Hall, PA. Call today, 570-748-8402, because ordinary just isn't on the menu. When I think of legacy, I think of Pine Creek Seed Farm, Chris McCracken and family, located at 204 Tydotton Avenue, Jersey Shore, PA, 570-599-6949, pinecreekseed.com. Get out to the farm today and check out the corn maze this fall. What an experience for the entire family. Enjoy live music, entertainment, and so much more. Pine Creek Seed Farm. Grow confidence with better seed for a better bottom line.
Now back to Jersey Shore Bulldogs football on DPP Sports.
The good doctor, Nate Carpenter, Doug Byerly, along with Coach Hale. Unbelievable. It's that time. We're so excited to be bringing you the district championship game tonight here from Shamokin.
Nate, we want to continue to give a shout out to the local college programs, particularly at the moment, like Lycoming College Warriors. Shore alum Elijah Jordan had his first significant playing time last week, had 6 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown in their win over Catholic. They play at Juniata College this week, so great to see Elijah continuing his career at the collegiate level. LHU won big on the road, 42-7 at Millersville. They have their best chance at a non-losing season since 1981 if they can get a win in one of the 2 final games at home against Shepherd and Gannon the next 2 weeks. I'm rooting for them as well. Bucknell had a bye last week. They were on the road against the Fordham Rams in the Bronx, New York this week. And then Susquehanna U shut out Western Connecticut last week, 34-0. They host Wilkes this week. That should be a fairly easy win for Susquehanna U as well. So great to see you. Nate, we were talking about the multi-threats for Shamokin throughout the year. And again, they added a new threat, Noah Ringus, junior running back. He is a weapon on both sides of the football. Running back, linebacker. Didn't play against Shore the first time in week 4, but ran for 141 yards and 2 touchdowns on just 3 carries last week against the Shikellamy Braves. And he added 2.5 sacks on the defensive side. So again, Noah Ringus, number 22, someone to keep an eye on tonight because he is another athlete, another top-notch player, along with Jace King, Logan Steele, Zakeem Clinton, and the big guy in front, both center and nose guard, holding it down, Isaac Glover. Can't miss him. You'll see him on the field. He will be a factor as well. But I want to give a shout-out on the opposite side there. Braden Swales really has played well the second half of the year, and particularly down the stretch. Made 12 tackles in his last 2 games from that nose guard position at a season high. 8 tackles against Central Mountain and then 3 solo tackles a week ago. So Braden Swales will have a tough matchup tonight against Isaac Glover. We'll see how that all plays out here today. Again, mentioned that the weather, temperature is great. We're probably in the mid to low 50s. Very nice. A little bit of a wind where we're looking at it right to left on the field. But the rain has started again, not to be a heavy rain, but it is supposed to be a fairly consistent, maybe a little bit of an on and off rain throughout the ballgame. So both teams coming out, right at the same time here. We're about getting ready to go.
It's going to be a great night here live from Kent Memorial Stadium, man, home of great football and great pierogies. I'll tell you, Doug, we didn't get a chance to get down to that concession stand, but halftime I'm going to make a dead beeline. But it's going to be a great night. The big banner's out. Shamokin Indians taking the field. So are the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. We are live from Cole Township. We are so glad you're tuning in. Want to give a quick shout out to Pine Creek Valley Wellness Center, PCVWC. They're here to help you achieve a better you. Out-of-town scoreboard tonight brought to you by them. EFG Miller Contracting, all season long. Player of the game, EFG Miller, 772-4105. Here come the Indians right now. Those fireworks, they must have a rather large bake sale to make that happen. But it's going to be a big night. And the Bulldogs, hey, listen, they've been down here before. Devlin's Auto Glass LLC. You got a cracked windshield, check them out. 865-6042. Best Auto Sales, John Best, 555 High Street, Lock Haven, Flemington, 748-8000. Tanner Doverspike at Adventure Realty, 502-1854. He's young, ambitious, and invested. SGO Service Garage out of Renova. Thank you so much, Ken Pick. We appreciate you. Give Ken Pick a call this winter when things get cold outside. Fuel oil, 2 cents a gallon cheaper. Give him a call, 9230220. And Fisher Insurance Agency, Danielle Leone at 323-3600. PA in Williamsport, PA, FisherAgency.com. Every event intent, Jerry Clark, 494-6188. We appreciate all of you. But tonight, we're going to get down to action here real quick. Susquehanna Transit, as you can see, their buses across the field. They've been a huge supporter of the program this year. Again, it doesn't cost anything. We're not giving away anything, but click subscribe tonight. Let people know. We're going to pause right now for the anthem. It's almost go time. 2 minutes ago, the rain is still coming down here in Shamokin. Again, some people made the trip. The fans have come out, umbrellas all over the place in rain gear, and a lot of you watching from the comfort of your own home. I'm alongside Doug Byerly, Coach Hales here tonight. We just look forward to bringing you this action. It's a privilege to be here on the road tonight.
Jersey Shore in their away uniforms, the orange helmets and pants with the black stripe, white jerseys with the orange numerals. Shamokin, as you can see, in all purple with the white leggings and shirt sleeves as well. White helmets with the purple S on them. They've got a great roster, and again, the story of the second half for Jersey Shore has been the mounting injuries that have added on. Zeke Sechrist, of course, Connor Yingling, Grayson Willis, Connor Winters. Timothy Lope was out, but I believe he's back tonight. Jace Fetzer and a few others. But we counted them. There was about 13 different players from that original roster of about 45 that are on the sidelines, unfortunately, tonight. So guys have certainly stepped up. The coin toss coming up here for Jersey Shore. Bo Sechrist, Luke Ryan, Luke Thompson, and Talon Lope will be coming out. And I believe for Shamokin, it's number 4, Steele, number 2, Ringus, number 57, Glover, number 65, Anderson, one of their linemen as well, coming out for the coin toss. And we did not, again, see it. We've missed it quite a bit here in the second half of the season in the pregame. Again, they do it officially in the pregame, and then they come out and do it ceremonial for everybody to see here live. Always important who gets the football, who gets the opportunity to defer to the second half. Obviously, we're on turf here in Kent Memorial Stadium. Bright-Eye Rune Field here. They redid it about 6 or 7 years ago before Mark Persing, now in his third season. Henry Hynoski was the head coach at the time.
Quick shout out tonight to Eric Weary and all those at the watch party. We just appreciate you and your support, not only your support throughout the season, but also just the patronage, the fans, the fellowship, what happens each and every blessed week when the Bulldogs take the field. They're fired up. The captain's coming off the field. I can feel it right now. You know, the hair on my arms is on end. Doug, there's something different about the playoffs, and I'll be honest with you, at 6 foot 238, I'd probably be a lineman.
No doubt about that, Nate. So Shamokin did win the toss, and they deferred, so they will kick off to Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore will start left to right. Nolan Pauling, who has been returning for the last number of ball games, along with Carter Reinhardt, will be the deep return man for the Bulldogs. Again, Shamokin, great ball club, second consecutive undefeated season under Mark Persing. You know, we talked about it over the years. Shamokin has always had the athletes and the size. They just weren't particularly well coached at times during that run, but the way they've certainly put it together under Shamokin alum Mark Persing, and right now they are the team to beat in the PHAC Division I and in District 4 4A. So we're going to see what happens tonight here against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's no coincidence. The rain's falling a little bit heavier now, but it's no coincidence we're down here. And Shamokin's had the run of the table this year, 10-0, although they won in overtime by 1 by going for 2. This kicker right here has had 9 touchbacks on the season. Number 1, he stands 6'4", 200 pounds, a great receiver, too, and a safety. Here we go. This kick is away. Down, picked up. Oh, and his knee's down.
Yeah, it's so easy to forget. You can't go down on the knee. He had to go down on the knee to scoop it. You know, I was thinking as it was going, maybe just let that one go past you into the end zone. But Reinhardt knee is down at the 8, so the Bulldogs will start deep in their own territory. That kick by Colin Steinhardt was a good one. Pins the Bulldog deep to start the ball game.
Yeah, the Dogs right now have to get off to a fast start. We can talk about, you know, that kick has to be fielded. The knee goes down, but it's one of those. It could roll down inside the 5. It could stop at the 1. It could go in the end zone. You're not really sure. The official's getting an official spot here. It's 1st and 10. The ball's only on the 7. I thought he was at the 10, but his knee hit earlier. They're going to come with a 3-back, 3-headed monster. 1st and 10. Pauling in the shotgun. Hands off immediately up the middle. Nice cutback, but met. Maybe a pickup of 1.5. To Bo Sechrist. And
immediately you see Noah Ringus, number 22, very active from that linebacker position. They say he is a very good one. Junior, about 5'10", 205, really solid player there.
Glover at the nose at 400 pounds. Pauling at 2nd down and 8. Going to look to the flats. Immediately hits his open receiver out to the 16. They're going to give him the 17. really close to a first down. He's going to be short. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Nice catch there by Watkins, one-on-one with the kicker, Steinhardt. As Nate mentioned, he is a very good kicker, but a very good defensive back as well. Has 5 interceptions on the season, a couple return for touchdowns.
Ball on the 17-yard line. Right to left goes Thompson. Pauling's going to keep it. Good block by Sechrist. Gets out close to the 20. It's all going to be in the spot.
And what you'll see as this game goes on, what makes Shamokin so good is that their defensive backs all come up and support very quickly. They all have great speed, obviously led by Logan Steele, but they're all very good tacklers, and they come to the football very, very well. Pauling able to convert there for a first down. They still haven't marked it. They still have it marked as a 4th down. And now Bobby Lynn's saying, wait a minute, guys, that's a first down. Let's move the chains. The chain gang's trying to convince him differently.
Yeah.
So the Bulldogs do convert.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into the 12th man. That's Texas A&M. But as you know tonight, that's first down. Move the chains. Dogs are rolling. 3-headed monster. Twins right, single left. Fakes it. Gets a pitch. Gets outside. Does Bo Sechrist make a man miss? Runs him over. Out to the 25-yard line.
And Logan Steele, their tackler. Steele, that most people feel he'll play at the next level at the defensive position. Very, very good tackler. But a nice gain there on first down with the option again. Bobby Lynn, the referee tonight from the Williamsport chapter. We've had him a couple times this year, most recently at Thompson Street Stadium.
2nd down and 3. The Dogs want to get quick here. Twins left. Hands off. Nice pop outside. Boy, he has a hard time going laterally. They're going to be short. They tried to stretch that play.
Yeah, and again, what makes Shamokin as a team very effective is that all of their players can run. Even the big guy, Isaac Glover, inside. For a man at 400 pounds, he can go right to left pretty effectively. And Zakeem Clinton, number 21, you'll see him flip side to side. Very good all-state defensive end.
Cash Harrett wearing 0. It's a movement. Nope. Flats, wide open, batted down. Great hands on the play. That's number 53, Nathan Coletta. And he's 6'3", so when he got those mitts in the air, Doug, he was easily batting that one down.
And Kaleda's only a sophomore. He's a leader that they feel they're going to have, obviously, for a couple seasons. So Shamokin gets what they wanted on that first drive. Even though the Bulldogs picked up a first down, they stop them on that 3rd and short pass attempt. Steele deep along with Bickert as well.
And right now they've got 2 guys that run sub-1100s back to return and Steele. It's over his head. It's in trouble. Safety. So, to be honest with you, that hurts. That's a big-time mistake. You know, not getting the first down, that's a big mistake. But the fact of the matter is, it may be a situation in the long run where 2 is better than 7.
Oh, Luke Ryan did the right thing. Again, way over his head was that snap. And, you know, that's happened 2 previous times during the season, but it hasn't resulted in points. So the special teams error there early in this ball game, still 10:07 to go in the first quarter, gets the first points on the board for the Shamokin Indians. But again, everyone may forget with the safety, it's kind of doubled down. Not only do you give up points, but then you have to give the ball right back to the team that you were going to punt it away to the first time. So they're going to get it back with an opportunity for good field position because you kick it or punt it from your 20.
Yeah, and Passetti's been doing great things with the directional. The real problem here is, and we talked about this, Steele has not been back to return kicks all season. They've utilized Genk along with Bickert, but they've also got 23 back.
Trey Taylor, number 23, but Bickert is the guy with the super speed, but Ringus, very, very good running back again that Jersey Shore did not see in the first contest in week number 4.
The Bulldogs want to directionally kick this. They've got to put themselves in good field position. This one's going to fall in. It's going to end up rolling out. Picked up immediately. Good return. 32's out to midfield. Good tackle in the open field. That's a tackle by number 23 of the Bulldogs. That's Chase Ellison, the freshman.
So that's Jace Gink, number 32. So all the other players we mentioned, you forget about Gink. He was a 1,000-yard rusher last year. He's a very good player, but hasn't gotten the number of carries, but he can be very effective as well. So, again, good kick there by Passetti, but a solid return by the Indians. They take over just inside Bulldog territory. They will have it marked right at the 50, right at midfield.
Yeah, Gink has 520 yards on the season, so still getting some production. Clinton with 1,200. Logan Steele with just under 1,000 at 9:15. Steele's going to be in the gun. They're going to shift some guys around. They've got 4 backs in the backfield. Unique look here. Steele hands off immediately, and this is the kid we've talked about. Up the middle. Fumble!
So Jersey Shore, boy, they are pretty convinced that they got it. Still no mark. Referee Bobby Lynn does come in and say, "Nope, good attempt," but Shamokin retains possession. So Ringus on that first down carry picks up about 3, 2nd and 7. Probably in 4-down territory here. Again, you're on the Jersey Shore side of the 50. Shamokin has the athletes, so they think they can get a first down at any time. So 4-down territory here.
Yeah, and Glover was able to get on that football, the center. He was able to get on that. Logan Steele's going to be in the gun with Clinton to his left. Gink in the slot. Hands off to Clinton. Clinton makes a man miss, gets outside, stutter steps. He is a large man to bring down, but good tackling in the open field. Pickup of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Mentioned earlier that Clinton was All-State on the defensive side last year, defensive end. Probably will be again at the 4A level, but has a chance to be All-State on the offensive side as well. Nate mentioned him at 1,200 yards. He had a big game last time against Jersey Shore at a 96-yarder early in that ball game to give Shamokin their first score.
Thanks for tuning in tonight. Appreciate Blaze Alexander. He wanted a little shout-out on that 2 points, but no. He'll get every touchdown tonight. Doug Hilliard, Blaze Alexander, Kia. Logan Steele in the gun, 3rd down and a long 4. Left to right motion goes Bickert. Watch the jet sweep. Fakes it to him. They're going to come back with the screen. Logan Steele's just going to run wide. He's got all kinds of daylight. He's so quick. He makes it happen.
Well, right there you can see why Logan Steele is what he is. I mean, he's an all-state player. He's evasive. He's so fast, and he runs away from you. Chase Ellison giving Chase every. You're not going to catch him. That's the thing. He gets an open field. You're not going to run him down.
He literally went 20 yards deep in the backfield. 20 yards to gain 12, 15. And it wasn't that it was that bad defense. They played good defense. It's just hard to get an angle when you have that kind of speed. The 10-8, 800. 1st down and 10. Shamokin Dogs looking for a turnover. They want to flip the script here. Steele in the shotgun. Single back Clinton's going to get the handoff up the middle. Between the tackles. Brought down. Trying to rip and strip. Tackle on the play. Believe that was Cash Harrod in on the initial contact.
So Mason Larson getting snaps on that defensive side along with Braden Swales, Talon Lope, Luke Thompson, and Chase Ellison. They are the guys up front. So really the first time that Mason Larson's been in there throughout the year. Isaac Shirey is out in this ball game as well. That's a big loss for the Bulldogs. Sechrist and Harrod at the linebackers, and then Watkins, Pauling, Ryan in the defensive backfield for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and 6. Key down for the defense. 5-2 Alex Jackson defense right now. Left to right goes Gink. Gink gets the jet sweep, followed by Clinton. He's going to get wide. Get out past the 30, 35, 36. Brought down. It's going to be real close to a 1st down.
Yeah, Reinhardt in on that tackle as well, and I forgot to mention him in the backfield for the Bulldogs. They do hold him a little bit short, so it's going to be 3rd and less than 1 here for the Shamokin Indians, looking to take an early lead, 7:30 to go here, first quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you got Clinton blocking for you, that's not a bad deal.
Well, that's become a big weapon where not only is Clinton effective running the football, but he becomes just a hammer blocking in front of whoever's carrying the ball for Shamokin.
Shotgun Logan Steele. It's 3rd down and 1. The Dogs need a stop here. Twins left. Clinton, they're moving. We'll see if this one's on the offense. They're going to march him back. Glover goes to the right tackle. They're jawing. Going to back him up 5.
And I talked to the Black Diamond Sports radio announcers, Corey Hauser and Greg Maresca, good friends from a lot of years. They've been covering Shamokin, Mount Carmel, and Southern Columbia for many, many years under Dr. Phil Manning. And they said the bugaboo for Shamokin is they're not disciplined, a lot of penalties, and in the second half of the season, even though they've run up some points, they've turned the ball over a lot. So penalties have hurt the Indians throughout the year.
3rd down and 6, crucial down. Like you said, Doug, 4-down territory, Steele in the gun. We'll see if he doesn't try to use his feet and get outside. Clinton off the right side, nobody home. Clinton down the sideline, tripped up. Late flag.
Where he's marked, he has the first down regardless. We'll see if this is a penalty against the Bulldog defense, either a face mask or some type of illegal tackle on that play.
Dead ball.
Personal foul, defense.
Yeah, so personal foul defense, so that obviously would have converted no matter what. But that was a first down where he's marked anyway. But that big penalty will set him up near the Bulldog goal line. Should be 1st and 10, just outside the 10.
If you get a chance tonight, make sure you share the link. A lot of people trying to get back on the bike and ride with Dog Pound Productions. DPP Sports had over 4,000 views last week, and big victory at home. And tonight here, what a nail biter we have so far. 6:38 to go. Click subscribe, phone a friend, let them know we exist. How to find us on YouTube. 1st down and 10. Indians up. You got it. It's not a baseball game. It's 2-0 with the safety. Logan Steele is going to follow Clinton. Gets daylight, cuts back. He is so shifty.
Yeah, what's also easy to forget with Steele, he's a powerful guy for a guy that's not real big. He's very strong. Obviously, he gets that speed going. He's hard to bring down just on the power as well. But a good job there by the Bulldog defense holding that to a gain of 3. Again, that was not a 1st and goal, so that was a 1st and 10 from just outside the 10.
The Bulldogs need a big play here. Stop the Shamokin Indians offense. 2nd down and 7. They can get a 1st down, as Doug said. Clinton to the right, single back. 2 tights, 2 wedges. They're in the big jumbo package. Clinton gets the handoff up the middle. He's not tackled. He could have been brought down. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown. Touchdown. They did not wrap up. They had him literally. He slipped. He almost took a knee. I wonder if they thought he was down. It's almost like the defense gave up.
Yeah, got the penetration you wanted from the defense of the Bulldogs, but not able to bring Clinton down, and he scoots to the right side about 7-8 yards for the touchdown. So the Indians, they feel they're in control early here, 8-0 with that safety again, and they will kick it here with Steinhardt, number 1, on for the PAT.
Yeah, what a great leg he has. And, you know, it's one I'd ask Coach Hale, when you're up 8-0, what do the stats tell you? The hold is down, the kick is up, it's drilled, the kick is good, and the hands go vertical. Touchdowns all season brought to you in part by Blaze Alexander Kia. We appreciate you. They give you the deals the other guys won't. But Sean,
you go for the 1 because it makes it a 2-possession game.
Makes sense, because it's 2 possessions no matter what. I just was thinking 8-10 or 8-9.
Can't score 9 points.
So the early error in the special teams for the Bulldogs gives not only Shamokin the 2-point safety, but then ends up giving them great field position, the Indians, on that initial offensive drive. And even with the procedure penalty, they're able to convert on the Zakeem Clinton run of about 8 yards to the right corner. The Steinhardt PAT is good. Shamokin Indians lead 8-0, 5:37 to go here. First quarter. Bulldogs need an answer.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. We were at Haywood's on the Green with Rich up there at Clinton Country Club this week and did an episode of the West Branch Breakdown. It was a really good time, and we'll be bringing you more episodes of that and tailgates and testimony coming too over the winter, along with boys and girls basketball and possibly some wrestling. So we'll keep you posted, but for tonight, we're down here at Shamokin. It is 9-0 Shamokin. They're up early in the first quarter, 5:37 to go. Kickoff by Steinhardt. This one's deep. This is going to go deep. I'm surprised they'll let this one go into the end zone. It's definitely going to be brought out to the 20. So once it crosses that goal line plane, there's no chance in high school to return it. So Pauling wanted to return it, but the Dogs will take it at the 20. And what they have to do right now is they cannot get behind the chains. I've noticed, let's take that last series, for example. They tried to go lateral. We've talked about going lateral. And unless you're going with the option or the speed option with a couple of options, it is really hard to bounce things outside. Shamokin is a pretty quick team. They close quickly on the football with the likes of Bickert and Steele in the secondary.
Mason Larson leads the guys up front. Ace Willis, who had a real nice ball game at that right tackle position. But again, Isaac Shirey out on both sides of the football. Big loss for the guys up front for the Bulldogs.
And they're playing tight man. Left to right motion. He's going to keep it. Pauling does. Brought down. No gain. And I'll tell you, that was great reading of keys by the defense. They took the option away. They stayed at home, read their keys, and limited Pauling to 1 yard.
Yeah, Braden Rayborn, number 78, in there as well on the offensive side, along with Talon Lope. So, again, kind of a makeshift offensive line here for the Bulldogs.
In the gun, single back, twins right and left. We'll see if they go to the air. They're going to roll left and throw right. That's always tough. To the flats. It is caught. Nice job on that. We'll see if they give him the forward progress. They're going to have him at the 29-yard line. They're going to be slightly short. Coach Gravish was pointing to move the chains, but nice catch that time.
Very nice catch right off the turf by Carson Watkins. Him and Luke Ryan have become really reliable. Luke Ryan got his first touchdown last week in the win at Athens, but Carson Watkins has been solid all season long.
It is 3rd down and 1. They've been here 3 times tonight. Single back. They're going to hand off to Bo Sechrist. They're going to let him take a chance, and he says, I'm going to get it. I'll tell you, he ran that 1 yard with reckless abandonment.
He's been healthy here the last couple weeks for the Bulldog offense, and he obviously has produced Ringus again in on the tackle from that linebacker position. So Noah Ringus, number 22, the transfer from Line Mountain, really making an impact here as he's gotten to play second half of the season.
Trips right. 1st and 10, 31-yard line. It's a fake option. He's going to keep it. Pauling gets daylight. Logan Steele makes a move on Logan Steele. He put Logan Steele on a swivel. 50, out past the 50 to the 44. I'll tell you what, he broke some ankles on that play.
Well, Pauling certainly has the ability to run the football effectively. We've seen that all season long. And what's great for the Bulldogs on the ground game is you have a 3-headed monster. You have Bo Sechrist, who had the big game last week. You have Cash Harrett, who can be very effective. But you've got to account for Noah Pauling running the football effectively from that quarterback position. Big first down there.
Big first down. Trips left. Pauling's going to hand off. No, fakes to Bo Sechrist. Pauling's going to keep it. He's going to throw it away. Smart play outside the tackles. All it has to do is get back to the line of scrimmage. No grounding on the play.
Xavier Paul, again, only a sophomore, 6'2", 200 pounds from that outside linebacker position. So some of the younger players for the Shamokin Indians as sophomores matching up well with the Bulldogs youth as well. But, man, they have some nice size, good height, good weight as well.
Pauling in the gun. It's 2nd down and 10. He's going to look left. He's going to throw it immediately. Makes a man miss downfield. What a move. That was all by the feet, yards after the catch. Good job by Carson Watkins to get what he could.
Came down to allow his blockers to get out in front of him to turn that into a productive gain because, again, the defensive backs for the Indians of Shamokin, they closed very quickly. They were there, but a nice turnaround for Watkins.
You know you're talented when you can go cover 0 or cover 1. That's what we're doing. They got a little backside safety help, a couple of plays. Most of the time they're in cover 0 right now, direct man-to-man, no safety. They're going to look right. Throws it, immediately caught. Reinhardt leaps forward. I'm telling you something. First down, but every inch counts. It's a game of inches.
And Reinhardt had a big game here in week number 4, had a couple touchdown catches, very, very effective. And as he's come back healthy the second half of the year, he's been very good. Rain falling again here, quarter number 1 in Kent Memorial Stadium.
Big time, single back, trips left. Bo Sechrist gets the counter. I'll tell you, nobody home. They're just tough up front. I mean, they are big, and 47 comes off that pile. You know, Liam Montgomery, the linebacker, he's 5'11", 200. You talked about size, Doug. Their ends are all 6'2", 6'3". Their linebackers are right around 200 pounds. They've got some linemen in the 250-plus range.
Montgomery, he's a 3-year starter as a junior. Very, very solid guy from that linebacker position.
2nd down and 9. Left to right motion. Going to fake it. They're going to go back. Screen. Blown up. What a play by number 22. They read that. Noah Ringus. We talked about him coming back off injury. You know, you talk about built. 5'9". Listen to this, Doug. 5'9", 205.
Yeah, he's a solid guy. Again, all-state player last year at Line Mountain and moved here where his father was originally from. Big play there. He had 2.5 sacks last week in the win in the semifinal over the Shikellamy Braves.
Well, that's a great play call. You know, that's the screenplay call that worked in recent weeks, and he just read his keys and said it's a perfect screen down. Single back, 3rd down and long. Here comes the blitz. Pauling gets away. Does he get outside? Makes a man miss. Ringus put on a swivel. He makes another man miss. Gets out. He's going to be about 3 to 4 yards short. Oh, they marked him back. We'll see where they get the spot. It's 4th down. It is 4-down territory, but Pauling did everything he could on that to get as much of that back.
Really good read there by the sophomore quarterback who's become such an effective player. Again, if you don't have anything and the rush is coming from the outside, pull it down and run. Make your decision and go. He's been very effective there. So 4th and a long 4 here for the Bulldogs.
Well, Coach Hale's drawing something up on an easel right now. Single back to the right, trips left. Pauling is going to make some man miss. Guys are moving. Thrown to the flats. Caught. Oh, he got it. What a run. All effort. All effort. You know, there's been 3 first down plays here where the Dogs offense has just dug deep.
Luke Ryan, 6 foot 190, used all of that weight and strength there to break away from the good one-on-one coverage for a big first down conversion against Bicker.
This is a nice long sustained drive inside of 30 seconds first quarter. Single back, Twins right left. Fakes it. Here comes the draw. Bo Sechrist gets a couple. Good defense.
Man, just so you watch that one again, and Isaac Glover inside, he just, you can't move him. He does not give ground. He stands up. He can hold it. Look at that base underneath him. So hard to move. Did not give the lane up for Bo Sechrist. No gain on that play.
Doug, the last time we were down here, the pregame had him at 406. He's only at 400 now. Single back, Twins left and right. They're going to go up top. No, Pauling's looking. He's got room to the left. Stands up in the pocket. He's got room. He's going to run. He's got a block. He's going to get another block. Bo Sechrist gets him blocked inside the 5. Fumble. A touchdown. Oh, they're going to say he was down. Confirm that with Coach Hale. We do believe he was down. The ball came out late. Hopefully Pauling's okay. The Bulldog faithful are excited. That's the end of the quarter. Listen, we're going to stay right here. Hold on. We're going to stay right here. We'll be right back. The Dogs inside the 5 as the rain increases here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. We appreciate our sponsors this year. Bob Boob, First Choice Realty. 398-0690. Clark's Expert Sales and Service. 321-8206 at 1919 Lycoming Creek Road. How about Evergreen Wealth Solutions and Todd Rischel? The team at evergreenwealthsolutions.com, 601-6960. It all starts with a conversation. We also appreciate Jiffy Market and Alan. We got some of those sandwiches for the ride down, Alan. We appreciate you. Delicious food made fresh. Friendly Market, 398-3499 at 115 Pennsylvania Avenue, Jersey Shore, PA. It's been an exciting night, Doug. I'll tell you, the Dogs, I don't know how many plays this drive is, but it's been a lot.
Well, that's always the key, and Coach Hale, we've talked about it all season long. Anytime you can get 5+ plays in a drive, you have a much better chance to obviously score, but again, you're wearing down the defense a little bit, and even though Shamokin has a lot of numbers, they still play a lot of people both ways, so that does factor into a really nice run there by Pauling. He was down before the fumble, sets it up 1st and goal from the Shamokin 4.
You know, you don't appreciate the rain until you look up at the lights and realize it's coming down pretty good tonight. Pauling has 2 backs, left and right. We've got Bo Sechrist to the left, and to the right is Cash Herrick. Twins right, single left, Watkins. Here it comes, option. Fumble. Shamokin gets it. Pauling looks like he's going to get up limpy.
Trey Taylor, number 23, I believe, with the recovery there. So the Bulldogs special teams error gives the first score of the ball game, and boy, that offensive error there, the fumble after a great drive, that's a tough one for the Bulldogs.
Well, you hate to see it, and here's why you hate to see it. We talked about winning the turnover battle, and honestly, the turnover battle, you start off with an air-mailed snap to your kicker, which ends up in a 2-point safety. So really, that's a turnover. That's a turnover with points. Then you come back, you have such a beautiful sustained drive. You get down inside the 5, you run speed option, and they've been keying on that pretty well tonight. So the Shamokin Indians take over now on 2 crucial mistakes here in the rain. Shamokin in the gun, Logan Steele, hands off up the middle. Clinton drugged down from behind. No gain on that play.
Talalope with the first initial hands on Zakeem Clinton. Really solid play there by the senior offensive and defensive lineman. Talon's had a really good year up to this point. Holds that to no gain. Again, Clinton, he's a threat. Every time he gets the football, you give him a seam. You think he's only a power back. He has great speed as well.
He sure does. And like I said, Shamokin hasn't done anything spectacular tonight, but the Dogs cannot break. They can bend but not break. Steele's going to get outside the ends, try to turn it back in. They do contain him very well. Swales down the line, pick up probably 3 on the play, but a nice job of progressing without letting him get outside of containment.
Yeah, just bracketing the outside of your defense, force that ball carrier, that runner inside. That's so so important for a guy like Steele. Picks up a couple yards there, 3rd and a long 5 here.
If you're just tuning in right now, Shamokin Indians up 9-0, a safety, a touchdown, and an extra point. The Dogs drove nearly 90 yards inside the 5 to fumble and turn it over. Shamokin now has it again. 10:40 to go. Logan Steele on 3rd and 6 in the shotgun. Clinton to his right. Snap is back. He's going to look to the flats. Caught. Breaks away. The big receiver. And that's all they needed to do. And unfortunately, when you're in man like that, Colin Steinhardt gets just enough of a window. He's 6'4", 200 pounds. And when I look at the stats, Doug, this year, when it comes to receiving, he's only had a few catches. He has been the targeted receiver, but he only has a few catches.
Well, we've talked about that type of pattern, that little slant pattern. You only need 5 or 6 yards. You can't come up that quickly to even cover that. So Steinhardt converts there for Shamokin.
Yeah, he's averaging around 2 catches a game. Steele hands off to the deep back. It's Gink. Gink gets tackled for loss. They don't blow the whistle till late. Talon Lopin on that. He seemed frustrated, but a loss of 1 for Gink. The full house backfield does nothing.
Really good penetration there by the defensive line, in particularly Lope. Again, Talon's had a really solid year in regard to tackles for loss mid-season. Most of his tackles were behind the line of scrimmage, so good play there on 1st down for the Bulldog 5-2 defense.
This is where they've got to contain Steele. Clinton's a single back. They've got Gink at slot. Fake, they're going to go up top. Picked off by Pauling. And this is what we've said. That's the 1 turnover that the Dogs needed. Now, we talked about this before the game. We don't bet, we don't gamble, we don't call odds or spreads, we don't do any of that. What we do talk about is the phases, offense, defense, special teams, penalties, and most importantly, turnovers. So they got 1 back. The Dogs in decent field position. They were inside the 5. Now they're inside the 50. 1st and 10 for Nolan Pauling. 9:21 to go. Fakes the handoff. He's going to go up top. Luke Thompson gets one in the flats. Pickup of probably 5 on the play. Nice catch by Thompson.
Back to that interception. I believe it was intended for number 81, Jesse White. But there you can see where Steele, even though he'll make big plays in the passing game, he's not really a quarterback. Kind of threw that sidearm, threw it into coverage, didn't see what was out there in front of him. Still an electric athlete, but that was a big turnover for the Bulldogs.
It was. 2nd down and 5. Pauling in the gun. 2 backs. Right to left goes Thompson. Here comes the fake. Pauling's going to keep it. Pauling gets nothing. Back to the initial line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Back to Logan Steele, Doug. He has completed 35 passes out of 84 attempts for about a 42% completion ratio. Pauling gets up gimpy.
Liam Montgomery in on that tackle, but man, the big guy in the middle, again, we hate to repeat it a lot, but Isaac Glover, look at him out there, folks. He is a house in the middle of that Indian defense.
Single back, Pauling, 3rd and 5. He's going to look to the flats. Nearly picked off. Again, deflected. Here's what I question. Are they in 4-down territory, or do you punt it? I say punt. Here comes the punting team.
Yeah, absolutely. Punt it away again. Liam Montgomery just mentioned him a second ago. Got his hands on that one. Pauling tried to float it in there, but good coverage there for Shamokin. Again, their defense has been pretty solid all season long. Their offense has been great, where they've run out to a lot of big leads. A lot of second folks have played in the second half of most of their ball games. Luke Ryan on. Get that snapback, boys. Nice and clean.
Yeah, Luke Ryan averaging 41 yards a punt this year, all-state type numbers. They've got to kick away from Steele. Snaps back this time. It's good. This one's high. Gink makes a move and nowhere to go. Look at Bo Sechrist. That's why he's an all-state. He came the whole way across the field.
A little bit of a risky play there by Gink to field that inside the 5. But he felt he could break away and did get away for a couple yards as well. Ace Willits in on that tackle, I believe, at the end as well. So the Bulldog defense, great punt there by Luke Ryan, pins the Indians inside their own 10. So again, some of the injuries really mounting. So number 40, Dalton Rarick, the sophomore, in on this series here for the Bulldogs at one of the defensive back positions. I think he's replacing Nolan Pauling.
Yeah, Pauling's not. He got up gimpy. You know, he went over Glover and 400 pounds, and anywhere around you is a detriment. The officials are going to take a minute here. Coach looks like he called a timeout. We're going to stay right here. Like you said, you're talking about, you know, Pauling coming off. Maybe they're trying to give him just a little bit of a breather.
Shamokin called the timeout.
Yep, Shamokin called the timeout here. Coach Mark Persing here. You know, what are you going to do? 8:33, you're up 2 scores. You're up 9-0. A little odd score there. But the safety led to that score. Indians converted on their first offensive drive for the touchdown and the PAT. But I think you're right, Nate. I think you got to get Nolan Pauling, got to give him a break a little bit. Obviously, Dalton Rarick has not played a whole lot with the first team, particularly from that safety position. He's certainly got the physical size to do it, but hopefully he'll have the recognition of the receivers coming at him, stay in the proper position.
Yeah, and, you know, we're not going to comment on it, but, you know, Pauling is being tended to right now. And so defensively, we talked about the substitution being made. Dalton Rierig, you know, he's a sophomore, 6 foot, 180 pounds, back at safety. And so first down and 10 for Shamokin. Logan Steele in the shotgun. Namir Clinton to his left, short slot. First down and 10. Going to go to the screen. This one's thrown up in the air. Nobody home. You know, that's close.
Well, on the official on the far side threw the flag way on the far side on the Shamokin side because there was nobody within 10 yards plus. Oh, legal man downfield, coach said. So they were trying to set up the screen. Good play from down deep in your own territory. But if this penalty goes against Shamokin, and it will, legal man downfield, so offensive line downfield will put the ball inside the 5 to the 4.
The Dogs get a break there. It's going to be, like you said, inside, down to the 4.5 yard line. 8:27 to go. It's first down now and 15 with the man downfield. And truthfully, Doug, that was real close to grounding. So Clinton single back Logan Steele. Ganked the short slot. Hands off to Clinton. Clinton up the middle. Just running, stumbling outside across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Solid job in there on the defensive side. Bo Sechrist, Cash Harrett come in to be a part of that. Braden Swales, who's played so well down the stretch here on the defensive side in particular, in on that tackle as well.
So it'll be second down and 8. The Dogs' defense doing a good job here in this series. Shamokin, though, lethal. Can do a lot in a very limited window. Logan Steele's going to try to get wide. He's going to look deep. Nobody home. Talon Lope pursues. Swales makes the wrap up. Gain of no gain on that play. Going to bring up third down and 9.
Really solid job down the field. Carson Watkins, Luke Ryan on the coverage there, trying to get Bickert free one-on-one. He had the big kickoff return in week number 4. It really didn't hurt the Bulldogs through the air, but he is a speedster. They say he is faster than Logan Steele, true track speed. Trying to get him free. Defense holds there, 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's going to be a big down here. 7:10 to go, second quarter. Indians up 9-0. Bulldogs looking to hold, 3rd down and 7. Logan Steele right to left goes Gank. Clinton, no handoff. They're going right over the middle. Oh, nearly picked off. Carson Watkins nearly housed it. He was looking for a house call.
Well, Watkins has been super solid all season long with 8, I believe, maybe 9 interceptions on the year. Really read that well, trying to go to that little slant pattern to Steinhardt. Able to read that, knock that one away. Going to force the Shamokin Indians to punt. Watkins and Reinhardt deep for the Bulldogs.
The Dogs looking to return this one out. This one's going to be high. It's fair catch time. Watkins wanted to run. He got a really nice block. Gink was taken completely out of the play by Luke Ryan. Makes the fair catch. Again, almost a similar starting field position. This is where the Dogs are going to have to get creative. They're going to have to go to another quarterback. And just to bring you into our living room tonight, guys, we don't like to speculate on injuries, but we will say that currently Nolan Pauling looks like he may be out for the duration of this game tonight. And Carson Watkins is going to have to come in at quarterback. So it's going to be a very different look. But we can't forecast the future. But
what that does is obviously it takes away your key deep receiver, putting the good athlete at quarterback.
Watkins gets a snap. Watkins hands off immediately. Cash Harrett makes a cut. Nice run. Out past the 45, down inside to the 44. And, maybe it's ground and pound time.
Well, I think that's what you go with initially until halftime. See if you can get the push up front. Nice push there. Gain of 4 on first down.
Good blocking up front. The Dogs have to dig down deep right now. Second down and 6, 44-yard line. Watkins in the shotgun. Watkins going to look deep. Watkins is going to look to run. Watkins takes it, scrambles, runs into his own man, falls forward to the 40.
Well, a little unfortunate on that play that Watkins lost his balance because he had enough free green there, so to speak, to probably pick up a first down, but he stumbles, dives forward, good effort. Still going to bring up third and a good 3.
The Dogs right now, they're going to do what they can. Again, if you're just tuning in, Pauling seems to be out at least to halftime, maybe the duration of the game. Has had an excellent sophomore season at quarterback for the Bulldogs, and appears that he's injured his shoulder. Going to be a timeout right now, and we're going to stay right here, Doug. Take a second right here. Just take a little break from the action. Again, Shamokin up 9-0. 6:20 to go here, second quarter. The Dogs are hanging in there. A couple of turnovers. Bulldogs got another turnover back. And now Carson Watkins at quarterback. We're going to just pause for a brief commercial. Thanks for tuning in tonight to DPP Sports, DogPoundProductions.com. Weary's Painting and Contracting, 398-4817, WearyInc.com. Check out the Pine Creek Inn.net. Simply mouthwatering. SeaChristConstruction.com, 398-3507, Pine Creek Seed and Maize, 599-6949, PineCreekSeed.com. It is 3rd down and 3. Watkins in the shotgun. There's a flag. No flag called. The Dogs are frustrated. Snaps back. Bo Sechrist gets the handoff. Bo cuts back up the middle. He's going to have the first down. Boy, the Dogs are digging deep.
Hey, Carson Watkins doing a good job with the cadence there. Not sure how that wasn't offsides, but it wasn't offsides. But no harm, no foul. Bulldogs convert on a nice hard run there by Bo Sechrist.
2 backs. That's right. Watkins in the shotgun. Here comes the snap. He's going to go deep. Oh, here it comes. He comes back in. Picked off.
Yep, came up a little bit short. Reinhardt had an opportunity for that, but Steinhardt had that inside position. Not able to get a spiral was Watkins, so Steinhardt makes a good play. I believe he had 5 interceptions on the year coming into this one. So the big guy from that linebacker position, covering Reinhardt one-on-one, gets the Indians interception, turns that ball back over at about the 11, 5:55 to go here, second quarter.
We appreciate you and your viewership here at the Pound. Hey, click subscribe, become a Stray. We appreciate you. Let's let other people know where they can find us and how they can watch live sports coverage, not just tonight, but the remainder of the winter. We coming at you, boys and girls basketball. Coach Mike Shaw and the girls basketball team, along with Coach Boob and the boys basketball team, going to be an exciting winter. 5s across the board, 5:55 to go, second quarter, 9-0. Shamokin. They hand it off up the middle, down the line. Goes, broke out. They're not wrapping up, but I'll tell you what, he's like trying to tackle a fire hydrant.
Yeah, Jace Ginkle, the carry there, I believe, kind of got lost in the mix. Talon Lope had him behind the line of scrimmage, just not able to bring him down. So a really physical run there. Second and 1. 22 rank. So Noah Rankin.
Yeah, he's a tough back. So he's a Line Mountain prodigy, huh?
Noah Ringus, excuse me. I knew I had that name wrong. Junior running back. You mentioned Nate. 205, really solid run there.
Oh, he looks like a Division I running back at 5'9", 205. Logan Steele on the gun, single back right and left. It's handed off to Gink. Gink's going to cut back up the middle. Brought down, but not till he crosses the 20 to the 21-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Shamokin. Let's go back to the last offensive series for the Bulldogs. Even without Pauling, they were moving the football.
I mean, you rely on your line up front. You're going to be a little bit more run heavy. Obviously, with the backup quarterback in there, moving the football, but the pass interception turns it back over to Shamokin. You know, we've talked about the Jersey Shore Bulldog having the three-headed monster running the football. Shamokin has that as well. They actually have four when Zakeem Clinton's in the ball game.
Yeah, he's in there right now. You can tell there's a shadow at 225. Logan Steele at the quarterback spot. It's 1st and 10, 26-yard line. Right to left goes Ringus. Big block up front. He kicks him out. There, that's what it was. Big block. 35, 40. Is he going to get down the sideline? To the 50, 40, 35, 30. He's still running. He's still stumbling inside the 20. And everything about that play was brought on by the kick-out block from Noah Ringus. And, you know, another injured player on the play, but a great run by Clinton. And, you know, unfortunately right now for the Bulldogs, it's been an incredible season, and it's still early in this game. But, you know, as Coach Gravis goes out to tend to another injured player, you know, the Dogs coming in tonight, you know, just to give a quick shout out to some guys, you know, and they've had a great year. But Connor Winters, Connor Yingling, Zeke Seacrest, Hayden Kelly, Timothy Lope, Elijah Lawbaugh, Jace Fetzer, Caden Cummings, Grayson Willits, and Isaac Shirey. I mean, that's 10 guys, and now Nolan Pauling and whoever is currently taking a knee on this one. But you know, for the Jersey Shore crowd, things have fallen silent simply because it takes the breath away. You fight so hard to get here, and you can mix and match and cut and paste for so long. But they're not going to quit. You know, that's one thing about Coach Gravish. Hey, they're Bulldogs. It's always a great day to be a Bulldog, and they're going to hang in there.
Well, Jersey Shore has had those seasons where the injury bug has not bitten them, and they've been pretty healthy. And a number of seasons, we kind of commented on that a year or so ago, where it's like, man, we haven't had that big injury or two where it's affected them. This year, it's affected them multiple times on that type of thing. So Luke Thompson coming out injured on that play. Boy, he's had just a wonderful career for the Bulldogs and a really, really super solid senior season as well. Going to have to replace him.
You know, I had my privilege of doing my residency at Syracuse Clinic with the Syracuse Orangemen. I had a chance to work with Donovan McNabb prior to him going to the Eagles, and saw a lot of sports-related injuries. And anytime they come off with that arm in the sling position, it's usually a shoulder. Unfortunately for Thompson, he's had a heck of a season too, but that's two of your captains there. 1st and 10, 17-yard line after the big Clinton run. Ringus sprung him on the block. Got Clinton to the outside, and the Dogs shifting down inside. 1st and 10. Logan Steele, nobody there. There's a hold. Steele gets outside.
So Aiden Patch replaced Luke Thompson, and he was the one that was held on that play by Zakeem Clinton. Basically grabbed the jersey and threw him down. But wow, what a nice play by the defensive backfield. Carson Watkins and Rayborn as well. Coming up, number 40, Rarig, really solid. Held, even if Logan Steele would have had an opportunity to get to corner, he wouldn't have gotten the corner, forced out of bounds. So a loss on that play with the penalty. I think they declined that and took the loss on the run.
You know, I think what's amazing, Doug, is
now they marked it off here.
Even when he slowed down, he needed a parachute. Logan Steele needed a parachute to hit the brakes before he got to the sideline, though. I mean, he's poetry in motion. But like you said, good pursuit that time by the secondary for the Bulldogs. They do take the penalty. It's going to bring up 1st down and 20. The big purple monster here is Shamokin, looking to tack on to the 9-0 lead.
Yeah, so that should be a procedure penalty against Shamokin. So finally the flag comes out from the official right in the middle. Didn't even have a chance to throw the flag. So that actually was delay of game. So delay of game, we didn't even watch the play clock there, runs down. So 2 consecutive penalties for the Indians. Going to bring up 1st and 25, I believe, from the 32.
Well, and this is what we've talked about. Shamokin has a tendency to sometimes get a little careless. I wanted to say sloppy, but more careless. They don't execute real well. They've got tremendous athleticism. But, you know, this is a 9-0 ball game. And Jersey Shore really has A, not been at full strength, and B, turned the ball over. The turnover ratio is still 2-1 Shamokin.
Yeah, they've moved the football enough on the offensive side, obviously, to keep in the ballgame.
Clinton to the right, single. Gink to the slot, singles right and left. Logan Steele's going to roll right. Gets outside, going to look up. Nobody home. Throws it. Oh, nice job. He was out of bounds and came inside. Incomplete. That's a good call by the official.
Intended for number 88, Kuzmic on that play. Senior, 6'2", 205. Again, it's amazing. You look at the roster, so many players, 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2". Really good height here for this Shamokin team, and really solid weight ratio as well. But a good play there by the defense, putting pressure on Logan Steele.
Yeah, what happened there? The official was right on the spot on the sideline. Receiver went outside, went out of bounds. He can't come back in and make a catch. So the incompletion, I looked at the chains right now. It is 2nd down and 25. They had the holding penalty and the false start. Logan Steele in the shotgun. Clinton is going to run it. Run to daylight. He's got room. He's shifty. He's brought down immediately.
And you can see right there, that's the play that won the double overtime game. You put Clinton in front, he's the hammer blocker, and Steele literally is running right in his footsteps. He is like Choppy, right in his footsteps, just waiting for that daylight where he can turn on the speed and go. Bulldogs really didn't give it to him. Nice defensive play there.
Well, on the other side of it, what happened in that playoff game, Coach Hale got some intel, some insight, was that Shamokin went to the coaching staff and said, we want to go for 2. And when they did, Clinton said, I'm going to block. He made the block. Logan Steele jumped over, got the 2 points, and they won by a point. But the Dogs right now,
Jersey Shore took a timeout.
Dogs are going to take a timeout. We're going to stay right here. Thanks again for tuning in tonight, Integrated Accounting and Consulting Services. We appreciate you, Brandon Best and the crew at 120 Cambridge Lane, Lewisburg, PA, 17837. Give them a call, 570-484-1947. If you need any help with your accounting needs, payroll, bookkeeping, CEO, surrogate responsibilities. What I mean by that is they'll come in and they'll help you operate and navigate your business. It doesn't get any better than Integrated Accounting and Consulting Service. Devlin's Auto Glass, 865-6042. Pine Creek Valley Wellness Center will be coming at halftime with some of the out-of-town scores. And EFG Miller Contracting, player of the game. EFG Miller Contracting, 772-4105. Best Auto Sales, 555 High Street, 748-8000. Tanner Dover Spike, Adventure Realty, 502-1854. SGO Service Garage. We appreciate you, Ken Pick, 923-0220. Fisher Insurance Agency, Danielle Leone, 323-3600. FisherAgency.com. Guys, I really expected this to be a little bit more of a high-scoring game.
Not so far. So big defensive series here for the Bulldogs. Obviously, if they could get a stop, be interesting to see if Shamokin would try the field goal with Steinhardt, who certainly has the leg.
3rd down and 19. Logan Steele, he's going ISO all alone. Gink to his left. One receiver. Watch him run him out of the backfield. They've got to contain. Here goes Ringus. Over the middle. They threw the jump ball. Threw the jump ball to number 44. That was intended.
For Schroyer, Cruz Schroyer. He's got the height as well. Again, 6'2", 190. Again, it's interesting. The passing offense for the Indians is pretty simplistic. There's nothing fancy about it. He's just, hey, we're going to throw it up and let our guys make a play. And again, if you have the athletes, you can do that. Unsuccessful there. I think they stay obviously in 4-down territory and try and get it here rather than attempt the field goal.
Yeah, and when you've seen the likes of DeLautry for Hollidaysburg run that offense, and you see the likes of quarterback running the offense for Scranton Prep when it comes to McParland, I mean, yeah, he's an athlete. Logan Steele, single back left. It's 4th down and 19. They're going to go up top. They're going to go deep. Nobody home. Nearly caught by Bickert. And you know why? Do you see the Jets?
Way closed on that, didn't he? That was overthrown, and Bickert almost tracked that down in the end zone between 2 Bulldog receivers. But it falls incomplete, and the Bulldogs let it go. So they will take over here, 2:59 to go in the first half. Good defensive stand there. 1st and 10 from their own 26.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. I was said that was well overthrown, and 15 yards later, in a blink of an eye, he was underneath that, nearly made the touchdown catch.
They got Bo at slot.
Again, Carson Watkins In at quarterback for Nolan Pauling, who is out for the remainder of the game.
Bo at slot. Bo's going to come left to right. Here comes the handoff. Bo Sechrist cuts it up. Boy, Glover just plow drives Bo Sechrist into the turf. Pickup of maybe 2. That's a lot of mass.
The offensive line doing a pretty good job, though. They're matching up again. Again, it takes 2 guys to even move Glover at all. And an injured player here for Shamokin is at number 22, Ringus, for the Indians. Coming out getting checked by head coach Mark Persing. Again, Persing in his 3rd season. He's a Shamokin alum, was the coach at Lewisburg for a couple years, did a real solid job, and then came back here and took over after Henry Hynoski gave up the coaching world and went into the school administration world at Southern Columbia, his alma mater. Southern Columbia playing tonight. We'll get that in the out-of-town scoreboard from Pine Creek Valley Wellness Center. They're in one of the District 4 2A semifinal games tonight.
Yeah, Scranton Prep. I'd kill to be a fly on the wall in that Berwick contest.
That'd be good. I tell you, Berwick's good though. That running back, he's just fantastic. Put up video game type numbers. But Scranton Prep has the players to stay with them for sure.
Coach Hale has a score here for us. Scranton Prep 28-0.
Wow.
Now,
how about that?
Let me just say.
Hey, you just never know, do you?
Did we play a gauntlet of a schedule?
Oh, I tell you, Scranton Prep's very good. We said that they could win the District 2 3A without question.
Yes, Carson Watkins in the shotgun. Yes, trips left. 2nd down and 7. Watkins gets the snap back. They're going to pressure him. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's got some green. Fakes it. Watkins gets tackled. Does a decent job, though, of getting outside, evading the pressure. No real gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. And, yes, that's Carson Watkins. Nolan Pauling appears to be out for the remainder of the game.
Paul, number 11, really good tackle there in open field against Carson Watkins, holding that 2-0 game. 3rd and long here for the Bulldogs, looking to convert and get a big play down the field.
Twins left, twins right. They're going to bring heat. Watkins is going to be under pressure. Here comes the blitz. Nobody accounted for. Watkins steps up, looking. Oh, it's a pick 6. Down the sideline, he goes 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. You just see it.
Yeah, you could kind of see that in front of you. Again, Carson Watkins, very inexperienced. Saw the guy open. Reinhardt was open, no question, but you either have to get it to him early. That defensive backs are looking at the same thing you are. Not able to get the ball out. Steinhardt, again, he had 5 interceptions on the year. I think at 2 back 4 INT returns, 4 touchdowns, and he adds to that tally as well. So the Indians add to their lead, 15-0 here to go, 150 right before the break. That's a tough one.
Well, they like to, have Colin Steinhardt, play kind of a free safety role. He bounces around, kind of head on a swivel. He is 6'4", and Watkins sort of stepped up in the pocket, rolled left. It's hard to throw across your body, and he just underthrew that ball. Big break for the Shamokin Indians. Snap back, hold down, kicks up. This looks like it's good. Hands go vertical. But Doug, literally inside of 2 minutes, the Dogs are only down 9-0. The difference tonight is 3 turnovers to 1 and the loss of your quarterback.
Well, turnovers are always the key. No matter when you turn them over, it either stops the drive or sets up the opposing team and really good field position here. It did both. You get the interception return for a touchdown, the safety snap out of bounds gives you points as well, and then gives you a short field for their first drive, and that's where all the points come from.
And I missed it. That's his second pick. I forgot about.
Yep, had the one down here.
So there's the fumbled snap into the end zone that led to a 2-point safety. There's the other fumble inside the 5. There's the first pick. Then there's that pick that ends up. And you know what? Here's the kicker tonight, guys. 2 of those turnovers led to points. Yeah. Instant points.
Yeah, always the key. Turnovers are going to change a ball game no matter what. Because you look, the offensive and defensive lines for the Bulldogs have played really well so far. They really have. They've held up really well. Shamokin has not gotten the big chunk plays out of their offense. They've gotten off of the turnovers.
Goes from intercepting passes to kicking. Colin Steinhardt, the place kicker, the punter, 6'4", 200-pound junior. Kicking from the 40, up 16-0, 150 to go. This one's drilled. It's going to get down. It's going to be caught at the 7, 15, 20, 25. Out past the 25 to the 26. They'll give him forward progress.
Reinhardt on the return there, 144 to go here. Interesting to see if the Bulldogs kind of stay to the ground and pound. Shamokin has a at least one timeout remaining. They do not have any timeouts remaining, so can't stop it. So if you go to the ground and hold on to the football, you're going to go in down by that 15-0 score. Or do you take a chance to go down the field, try and get back in the ballgame?
Well, you could get stale and just go to the ground. I think it limits your potential for failure. But hand off to Cash Harrod up the middle. This is where they've got to limit the body slamming and that kind of thing after the play, because I'm hoping they blow quick whistles.
Fenix on the tackle there for the Shamokin Indian defense, which has been really solid thus far in the ballgame.
No gain, 2nd down and 10. Watkins in the shotgun, twins right and left. Single back, Bo Secrets comes the option. Nice pitch by Watkins. Clinton's there, though. Really nice job. Bo Secrets gets a few more. Out close to the 30 to the 29.
Well, that type of play shows you why Zakeem Clinton is an all-state defensive end. He has the speed to get outside to contain you, but then has the power to take on the offensive blockers and really make a nice play.
Yeah, and the pitch relationship was there, a little out of rhythm, but we would expect that. Left to right, Lope. Here comes the reverse. Good blocking. Does he get outside? Cross the 30 to the 31, 32. We'll see where they mark it, but he's going to be short. They're going to choose some clock, see if they let this down or if Shamokin gets a timeout.
Luke Ryan with that reverse run. Solid gain there. Again, Shamokin doesn't have any timeouts, but they should be able to let this one run out because it wasn't marked until after 25 seconds. So that will be the last play of the first half. Bulldogs threatened a couple of times, but the turnovers have been the bugaboo so far. 4 turnovers in the first half for the Bulldogs. They trail 16-0 at the break.
We appreciate you listening. You've been watching and listening to DPP Sports Dog Pound Productions. Check us out at dogpoundproductions.com and on the YouTube channel. And click subscribe.
Hold on.
And I'm not sure why the referee right there in front of the Jersey Shore bench is calling everybody back. I mean, they didn't mark that till well after 25 seconds. I mean, so I'm not sure what's happening here. Bobby Lynn's explaining it to the Shamokin sidelines, but I'm not sure they really know what's going on. But the Bulldogs have to run a play. They marked that back at 2 seconds. They marked it at 20 and corrected it to 2. So they've got to run around for 2 seconds and fall down. Then it'll be halftime. Pass is complete out to Bo Secrets. He gets driven out of bounds. That's what Nate talked about earlier. Boy, that should be a flag. But it's not on the Shamokin sideline. So the one additional play yields a couple yards for the Bulldog offense. But that will be the score at the break. Bulldogs trail the Shamokin Indians 16-0. We'll be back for the out-of-town scoreboard. Coach Hale, you're listening to DPP Sports, dogpoundproductions.com.
That's right. We'll be back right after this.
When it comes to your financial future, experience matters. For more than 30 years, Todd Grishel at Evergreen Wealth Solutions has been helping individuals, families, and businesses create strategies that last. At Evergreen, it all starts with a conversation. Todd and the team take the time to listen and ask the important questions. Where are you today? Where do you want to be tomorrow? And how do you bridge that gap with a plan that fits your life? There's peace of mind in knowing your custom financial plan was strategically built just for you, giving you clarity and confidence every step of the way. Call Todd Grishel and the team at 570-601-6960 or visit evergreenwealthsolutions.com and take the journey to financial freedom. When it comes to your financial future, experience matters. For more than 30 years, Todd Rischel at Evergreen Wealth Solutions has been helping individuals, families, and businesses create strategies that last. At Evergreen, it all starts with a conversation. Todd and the team take the time to listen and ask the important questions. Where are you today? Where do you want to be tomorrow? And how do you bridge that gap with a plan that fits your life? There's peace of mind in knowing your custom financial plan was strategically built just for you, giving you clarity and confidence every step of the way. Call Todd Rischel and the team at 570-601-6960 or visit evergreenwealthsolutions.com and take the journey to financial freedom today.
You can taste that difference at the Shore Diner. When I think of generous heart and generous portions, I think of Dave Palski and the Shore Diner, located 1211 Allegheny Street, Jersey Shore, PA. Call 570-865-6745 for takeout today. Open 7 days a week, starting bright and early at 6 a.m. Love breakfast? Order at any time of the day. Shore Diner, you can't beat the service with a smile, because Dave and the crew truly love serving you in this community. Stop in today and again taste the hometown difference. Are you looking for top quality tools and equipment? Ron Clark at Clark's Expert Sales and Service at 1919 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport has you covered. As you step inside, you're greeted with rows of tools as far as the eye can see. From air compressors and generators to pressure washers, power tools, sockets, pumps, hand tools, and welding machines, they've got the gear you need. Featuring Milwaukee, DeWalt, and other top brands, Clark's offers unbeatable selection and expert service you can trust. Call 570-321-8206 or stop by today. Clark's Expert Sales and Service, where the selection is truly mind-boggling. You want expert? For expert remodeling and custom home building in north central Pennsylvania, look no further. Call Seacrest Construction and Remodeling in Cogan Station. Whether it's a complete remodel, fire and water damage restoration, or mold remediation, Steve and his team have you covered. Need decking, railings, plumbing, electrical, or handyman services? They do it all with quality and care. Call Seacrest Construction and Remodeling today, 570-398-3507, or visit them on the net, www.seacrestconstruction.com.
At Starway Roof Systems, roofing isn't just a job, it's a calling. We believe excellence isn't optional, it's our standard. From the first nail to the final shingle, we do all things to bring glory to God and to serve our clients, communities, and co-workers with a pure heart. Whether it's replacing a storm-worn roof or giving back to a neighbor in need, we lead with honesty, act with integrity, and stand firmly on our character. At Starway, we invest more than our time. We invest our talent and our finances to make a lasting impact right here where we live. Call 1-814-308-0490 today and experience roofing done with purpose, passion, and purity of heart. Starway Roof Systems, built on excellence, driven by faith, and dedicated to serve. Again, call Starway Roof Systems, 1-814-308-0490.
When it comes to finding your dream home, selling your current one, or exploring mortgage options, look no further than Bob Boob and the team at Century 21 First Choice Realty. These aren't just real estate pros. They're your neighbors, your friends, and your biggest cheerleaders. Bob and his team combine decades of experience with genuine passion and compassion to guide you every step of the way. They listen, they care, and they make sure your dreams aren't just goals, they're realities. Whether you're buying, selling, financing, choose the team that puts you first. Century 21 Bob Boob First Choice Realty, making dreams come true, one home at a time. Call 570-398-0690 or visit first-choice-realty.com today. When it comes to handcrafted American-made furniture, Brick Mill Furniture Company stands way above the rest. If you want heirloom quality that leaves a legacy, Brick Mill Furniture is the answer. Crafting pieces that turn heads and last generations. Experience this craftsmanship that's built to be admired and treasured. Visit Brick Mill Furniture at 315 West 3rd Street in Williamsport or call 570-932-1964 today. Brick Mill Furniture, where quality isn't just made, it's crafted. BrickMillFurniture.com. Looking for that next
The good doctor, Nate Carpenter, back. DPP Sports, dogpoundproductions.com. It's always a great day to be a Bulldog. Give you some updates here at halftime, but before we do that, we're going to get to the out-of-town scoreboard when we're here live with Coach Hale.
So, Coach Hale, Doug Byerly here. Out-of-town scoreboard coming up here in just a couple of minutes, brought to you by Pine Creek Valley Wellness Center. They offer several independent health practices under one roof. Find them at 302 West Central Avenue in Avis, PA. Make an appointment on the website at www.pcvwc.com. They are here to help you achieve a better you. So thanks to Jim Carpenter for sending us the first half time of possession. Shore had the ball a little bit longer than Shamokin, 12:15 to 11:45. The Bulldogs ran 32 plays to Shamokin 24, but the Bulldogs had 4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Bulldogs turned those into points along with the safety. And the Shamokin Indians lead here at halftime, 16-0. Again, our out-of-town scoreboard, we are in the playoffs. We are in the second round. So you're either in the finals, like we are here in District 4 4A, or you're in the semifinals in AA. They're the only ones that take 8 full teams. So all of the scores are playoff scores, most of them finals. So, Coach, what do we have?
Yeah, we've got North Pocono 20, Dallas 0. That's at the half. Here's a shocker. DuBois 17, Hollidaysburg 13. So thought probably Hollidaysburg was going to run away with that one, but DuBois is saying other. Northwestern Lehigh 28, North Schuylkill, who we'll see next year, 7. Lackawanna Trail 28, 14 over Tri-Valley. Abington Heights all over Delaware Valley, 24-7. And then you've got Troy 34. Warrior Run 13, so that looks like possibly Troy's going to be playing Southern because that is a semifinal game. Mifflinburg 21-6 over Montoursville, pretty tight there actually. First time that was 35-0 at the half, so that's a good game. Southern Columbia all over Bloomsburg 34-0. Scranton Prep, who the Bulldogs played this year, beating the undefeated Berwick Bulldogs 35-0. And Doug, your alma mater, 7, Line Mountain, Montgomery, 7. That's in the third quarter, and that's a good football game right there, single A. Wilkes-Barre, 14, Williamsport, 0. So I said it in the West Branch breakdown. It's hard to beat somebody twice. And it looks like, Wilkes-Barre's out to a good start there. And that's it, Doug.
Well, that last score that Sean gave, the Williamsport-Wilkes-Barre score, so that's District 4-2, 6A final. Montoursville, Mifflinburg, that's a District 4 3A final. Line Mountain, Montgomery is the District 4 single A final.
Correct.
I expected a good game there. That one's tied. Both Line Mountain's 10-0, Montgomery is 10-1. Southern, obviously, is the District 4 2A semi, running away with that against Bloomsburg. So that'll be a rematch. Southern and Troy more than likely, but this time it'll be at Southern. Last year it was at Troy when Troy went on to win the state title. Delaware Valley, you mentioned, they're in the 5A bracket. Scranton Prep, boy, that's a shocker, a little bit over Berwick. Not that they're winning, but they're winning so handily because Berwick came in undefeated. Again, that's at the 3A level. Dallas losing to an undefeated North Pocono team. Not a surprise there. Dallas, good solid team, 6-5, but North Pocono's having their best year in many, many years. That is a 4A final as well. The reason we had the Tri-Valley Lackawanna game is that whoever wins the Montgomery Line Mountain game will play Lackawanna Trail.
Correct.
In the first round of the state tournament next week. And then we had North Schuylkill in. They are on the schedule next year. Bellefonte Juniata as well. That's the District 6 4A final. Then DuBois Hollidaysburg. Again, we played Hollidaysburg, and DuBois is on the schedule next year for the Bulldogs. So, again, it never gets any easier for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs in regard to their out-of-conference schedule. Really appreciate that. Again, the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pine Creek Valley Wellness Center. Go see them in Avis, 302 West Central Avenue. Make an appointment on the website, www.pcvwc.com. They are here to help you achieve a better you.
Nate Carpenter, it's halftime. We're here with Brady Jordan. Come on in, brother.
All right.
It's good to have you with us here. We're down here at Shamokin, and a lot of you know that Brady had a great career as a back, as a quarterback, as a dual threat guy. And what's it like to be at Lycoming now?
Oh, it's nice. Team's doing pretty good as of lately, so we're just trying to keep that going.
Awesome. So what would be one of your fond memories? This is relaxed time. No need to stress. You can't fail the test. So how many years have you been at Lyco?
1.
So 1 year. What do you like about the evolution of the program? Are you if you have a position that you're called to play more, what is it?
Running back.
Yeah. And what style of offense do you guys currently run?
Little mixed pass and run.
Yeah.
RPO.
Nice. And you guys have won some games this year.
Mm-hmm.
What's your current record?
4-5.
4-5. And so are you a redshirt or are you a sophomore?
A sophomore.
Awesome. Major? What are you majoring in?
Business management.
Business management. We can all use a little management and some business. But listen, we're down here at Shamokin. It's been a rivalry, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What's it like to see Nolan get a little dinged up and have to sit out?
It sucks for him. I kind of feel bad, especially in a game like this. You just hate to see that.
You do. But I'll tell you what, between you and your brother Elijah, we couldn't be more proud to be a Bulldog and to be able to follow you now with the Lycoming Warriors. Tell us about your 58-year-old freshman, though.
He's a great guy. He's fun to be around. He's got good life advice for the team. So
That's awesome, man. Soak up
pretty
that
cool.
mentoring.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, if you don't recognize that voice, it's Brady Jordan, years gone by. Tell us, how many years did you win All-State?
2.
2. And I'll never forget the game at Williamsport. Came down to the wire, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Remember, he's seeing you get knocked out at the 1 yard line, and you fell short when Cooper ended up sort of being out, and it was tough. You faced Allentown Central Catholic, came up a little short that night, but you guys had a heck of a career.
Yeah, appreciate that.
And we love you, brother. It's a great day to be a Bulldog. Thanks for coming with us at halftime.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Wow, blast from the past, Doug Byerly. Brady Jordan comes up with us.
Brady Jordan, he was a fantastic player at the high school level. Never forget that first game where he kind of broke on the scene against Montoursville, led a drive at the end of the game to tie it up, had a long pass to his brother, freshman Elijah Jordan, set up the tying score, and then Brady had the interception in overtime to win that ball game, so to speak, after the Bulldogs scored and took the lead. Interception sealed it up. Great win, and that really led a 2-year run where he was very, very exciting. We always said when he had a crease, he was gone. He was just really quick through the hole. What an exciting runner running that RPO-type offense.
Well, and here's the funny thing, Doug. I put my arm around him downstairs. You guys went to the out-of-town scoreboard, and as he was talking to some of the coaches for Jersey Shore and kind of lamenting a little bit about some of the injuries this game, and it's really unfortunate. But put my arm around him. I said, "My goodness, that's what steel feels like." 5'7", 181. So
really solid. Yeah. So we forgot, and Coach popped it up here. Bellefonte with a 10-0 halftime lead over Juniata. That's a District 6 4A final. Again, Tony Confer leading the way for the Bellefonte Raiders as well. So the winner of this game will play the winner of that game. And I thought maybe Bellefonte was going to pull the upset there. Juniata, nice team. They beat Shamokin last year, but down a little bit this year, kind of a middle of the road in that Mid-Penn Conference with Lime Mountain 1 going away this year. So Bellefonte on their way to a nice win in the District 6 4A finals.
Brady Jordan's senior year there with Cooper Peacock, who was just Mr. Everything. And quick shout out to the Peacock family. All the Peacocks have come through, just incredible athletes, game breakers. But Jersey Shore has just been blessed with an absolute rich tradition of superstar all-state athletes. And listen, take nothing away from them. They have turned the ball over 4 times tonight, got 1 back, but 2 of the 4 led directly to points on the safety and on the pick 6. We talked about that. The Bulldogs had to win the turnover margin tonight. And they still have a shot. At the same time, we talked about them coming into the game tonight, down 10 men on the roster, but being able to maintain some of their senior leadership and key players. And Nolan Pauling appears to be out for the remainder of this game with a shoulder injury. So Carson Watkins came in at quarterback, and it was funny. I got a message, how many reps does he have this year at quarterback? And I said, not very many, but he's doing his level best out there.
So for the Indians, deep is Bickert, number 5, Chase Genk, 32, and Noah Ringus, number 22. Jaden Passetti here kicking it off second half, and Coach narrowed in. Rain coming down here pretty steady in quarter number 3.
Passetti came into this game 60 of 67. Hickscone's going to roll out. Squibb down inside, picked up by Ringus. He's got, no, that's Gink. Gink's, boom. Bo Sechrist says, hey, welcome to the party.
Solid tackle there on the special teams. Knocked down at the 24 was Gink. So the Indians take over, leading 16-0 here. Obviously looking, if you're an Indian fan and following their team, they're looking to add a score on to kind of what they think would put it away. I mean, if you can get up more than 16 points, which would be 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions, you would have to feel pretty good about yourself. Bulldog defense looking to say, hey, we need to stop right here.
If you think about it, tonight Shamokin really has one big run by Clinton on a block by Ringus. The 2 points on the safety, the long run, and the pick 6 are the difference. Logan Steele in the shotgun. Left goes Ringus. Key trap block. Boy, nice block by Ringus. Clinton is met, tackled, brought back. Dogs did a really nice job of containing on that play and then gang tackling.
Well, I want to give a shout out. Luke Thompson is back in the ball game. You see his number 10 out there. You see his right shoulder wrapped a little bit. We heard it might have been a dislocation, but obviously went back in, so he's toughening out because that is not that's a fairly painful injury here, taking the hits on that offensive and defensive line.
Yeah, there isn't a whole lot more painful, and he came off the field like a trooper. But seems like they've reset that dislocation. He's back in action here at left end. 3 backs. Logan Steele's going to hand off to Ringus up the middle. Ringus springs it. He is so strong. Drags about 3 guys out past the 35 to the 36. First down, they're going to move the chains.
Well, you can see why Ringus, again, he's a transfer from Line Mountain, was an all-state player at single A, and you can see it right there, the talent, the ability, the strength, able to grind that out behind some good offensive blocking for an Indian first down.
Well, it's incredible that you get to bring a guy in, healthy mid-season who's an all-state back to add to your already deep backfield. Logan Steele in the gun. 3 backs, 1st and 10. He's going to keep it, follow his blockers, met immediately. They don't wrap up. Logan Steele nearly breaks it outside. But he was met immediately in the backfield by Thompson.
Oh, and that's a part of Logan Steele's game that is easy to forget with the speed. He's a powerful guy. He's not easy to bring down, runs very, very hard, turns what should have been a no gain into a 5-yard gain on first down, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, he's absolutely scatty. Very difficult, very slippery when wet. And it is raining down here in Shamokin tonight. 10:09 to go, 16-0. Shamokin up over the Bulldogs. 3rd quarter, Ringus gets the jet sweep. Going to bounce it, met immediately, doesn't go down. Great tackling. Bo Sechrist had him low, held him up, and along came Luke Ryan along with Thompson.
Really solid along the defensive line there to hold that to maybe a half-yard gain. We're going to bring up 3rd and 5. And you would have to think Shamokin pretty content. Hey, we're up 2 scores. We're gonna hand it off. We're gonna let that clock run, see what we can get, see if we can break one to get that other score to add to this one. But we're not going to put it into the air very much here in the second half.
No, it's the full house backfield. They're going to go with 9 blockers. Movement on the Dogs. I don't know if Shamokin moved. We'll see. It looks like a false start on Shamokin. There was a little bit of dancing going on in the purple section.
Yeah, the official right there in front of the yard marker says, no, that's not offsides. That's a procedure penalty. Now they're going to talk about it a little bit. I always hate when they do that because it should be the call that the guy made right at the yard marker. They should not change their mind on this. Particularly, you shouldn't let the high school players chime in on the conversation.
Bottom line is 32 moved, and the line doesn't see that, but the backfield a lot of times is what moves, and Coach Hale called that, you can't pick up your hand, you can't move, and they get it right, but not until they used every lifeline possible.
So with the penalty, 3rd and a long 9 here for the Indians. Now interesting, we just said they wouldn't throw the football. Do they go to it here on 3rd and long?
I don't think so.
Now, wait a minute. So how can I didn't think you could have an offsetting penalty.
They called offsides and
I didn't think you could do that.
No.
Yeah, as you can see right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion here. You cannot have a procedure penalty and an offside penalty and take them both. You can't have that.
Sean.
That's unbelievable.
And they're going to talk about it one more time. And Coach Gravish obviously is not happy because it's either one penalty or the other. So it's either procedure or none, or offsides or none. And I think Bobby Lynn's going to rethink this one again. And they're going to leave it set. No, now they're going to do it for the third time. That's not good. District final, to have that kind of, that's bad. Again, we love our officials. We love them all season long, but that's bad. That's pretty simple stuff there.
Yeah, one has to happen before the other. So obviously, some confusion there. That's going to be 3rd down and 10. Steal to Clinton. Clinton met. Clinton brought down the ripping. That Bulldog defense. I'll tell you what, look at Swales. Comes off just like, let's go.
We talked about Braden Swales. Second half of the season, he's become a force there from the nose guard position. Had an 8-tackle game a couple weeks ago against Central Mountain. Played really well last week against Athens as well. Big stand there for the Bulldogs. So Watkins and Reinhardt will go back to receive this punt just outside the Bulldog 30-yard line.
Coach Hale just said our defense is tough, and it really is. I mean, that's impressive. 16 points for Shamokin on 4 turnovers. This one's going to be low, kicked away. Get away from it. They got to get away from it.
Yeah, got a good roll out there, though.
36-yard line. Let's talk about the defense right now. You take away the pick six and the two. This Shamokin Indian offense has not done much tonight against this defense.
Yeah, I mean, you take away all of that, it's a 7-0 ball game.
Right.
I mean, you're right in. And again, and we talked about that a little bit in the first half. Bulldog offensive and defensive lines have played pretty well. Again, another player coming in here, number 70. We don't have a number 70 on our roster for the Bulldogs. We're trying to have to find out who that is.
Bulldogs are going to take over here now, 1st and 10. Watkins at quarterback, Pauling out for the duration of the game, shoulder injury. Bo Sechrist at the slot. Single back is Harrod. Watkins going to take it. He's going to run the option. There's just nothing there. It doesn't matriculate the way Coach Hale would call it, the pitch relationship to containment. It's almost like we don't have to pick the quarterback or the running back, but just stringing that play out where the Shamokin linemen, they were stringing that out.
Yeah, and you can see the difference between a player like Watkins, who's not a quarterback, playing quarterback. All he did was retreat on that play, and the Shamokin Indians said, well, he's not running the ball. We're just going to focus on Harrod, turn that into a big loss.
Touchdowns all season. Blaze Alexander fakes the handoff, draw up the middle. Bo Sechrist gets some daylight. He's going to drag some people. And then there's Glover rolling him over. See,
Physical football game.
it is the ground and pound. It is the Summer Slam, so to speak, of the Boys of Fall.
They just took Glover over.
Yeah, so Glover goes out on that play. Solid run there by Bo Sechrist. But still 3rd and long for Jersey Shore.
Watkins left to right goes low. Watkins is going to fake it. Watkins gets outside, goes deep. Nobody home. Had a man. He was open. The problem is Watkins is having a hard time gripping the football. You can see that. And that ball did not come out of his hands like he wanted it to. It's 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if fans at home can see. It is pouring right now. It is straight down raining. I mean, it is really coming down here. So the ball, obviously, a couple of fumbles in that first half when it was a light rain. Incompletion there. Ryan on for the punts. Clock stopped. 7:14 to go here, 3rd quarter.
Biggest thing right now, kick it out of bounds, keep it away. Don't turn this into a track meet. Luke Ryan, 41 yards a punt. This one's boomed away. It's going to hit the turf. It's a good kick. Hits and splashes. Rolls out. That's a perfect punt. It doesn't get any better than that. Down to the 12-yard line.
And that was a knuckleball. You saw that when that was not spinning at all, and then ended up getting a great rollout by Luke Ryan as to his totals. Nate talked about that in the first half. Those numbers, 40.1, that's all state level punting. Ryan has really been solid and has had a lot of balls inside the 25, 20-yard line like that one go dead. So rolls out at about the 13. They mark it at 12, 1st and 10, Indians.
Yeah, it's an incredible punt, and you could see when that hit the turf. Do you see the splash? The turf's taking some water tonight. It's raining a lot harder than we anticipated it, and for longer duration.
This is where we need a turnover.
Yep, need a turnover here if you're the Bulldog defense. Get some life back into you. Get back in the ball game.
Bulldogs got 9 hats inside of 6 yards. Luke Ryan's going to follow Gink. It's going to be handoff to Clinton. Clinton's met. And they're just stacking the box. The difference this time around is they know
They can't throw.
they can't throw the football.
Well, and again, if you're Shamokin, why would you throw?
Right.
You're up 2 scores. You're down in your own territory. It wouldn't matter if you're at the 45. You're not throwing the ball. You just want the clock to run. That's all you want. You're up 16-0, 2 scores and 2-point conversions.
And they know Jersey Shore don't have their guy.
That's right. You don't have the quarterback, so you don't have those explosive plays from the guy handling the ball on every play. So they're taking the conservative route. They're looking for somebody to break a long run. That's what they want.
We appreciate you tuning in tonight. DPP Sports, DogPoundProductions.com. Logan Steele on the 2nd and 11, up 16-0. He's going to keep the ball, going to run jet left. He's going to try to get the corner. He's got laser. He's gone. Good run out past the 40, and I'll tell you when he gets the corner, it's jet sweep city.
And really the first time he's gotten a corner all night long where they gave up the corner where he could get to that full speed and convert that one into a first down at the Shamokin Indian 42.
Yeah, and give credit to the Dogs, out there to make the tackle and contain. Dalton Rearing said, hey, I'm just going to get an angle. I'm not going to do anything fancy, but I've got to slow him down, and he did just that. Got the defense a chance to catch up. But like you said, guys, containing all day long. They're trying to pound the line internally and get externally. Logan Steele, Clinton, up the middle. Boom, he's met and dropped.
They are doing a good job against Clinton thus far in the ball game. Wow, big tackle there. Mason Larson, Braden Swales, solid there.
What's impressive like that, Sean just said this is a physical football game 5 minutes ago. When you see a 6'1", 225-pound tailback just get hit and dropped, it's impressive.
And what's easy to forget, Mason Larson hasn't played defense all season and didn't play it all last year, so he's really doing a solid job there besides Swales from that defensive line of the 5-2. So we have a timeout here, I believe, from Shamokin. Coach Mark Persing calling him over.
He's probably upset.
Yeah, so, the Shamokin team is probably saying, hey, you guys got to do a better job of this. Other than the big Clinton run and that little outside sweep quarterback keep by Logan Steele, this defense has been really, really tough tonight. And, Doug, we've had some incredible memories this year. I mean, our first trip to Milford, PA, right along the river with the cannon that still haunts your dreams. We played Dallas at home, and Coach Manila, who was at Kings with me in 1990, brought the football program back in week 1. Del Val, we had a chance to see Selinsgrove and Shamokin, and my goodness, the list goes on. The battle between Williamsport and us now, the Route 220 battle. Now we got the contest with Central Mountain for the red ribbon. It's just been an awesome year.
Well, you mentioned that Del Val game on the road. That's when Cash Harrett kind of became a factor and became known. Had his breakout game on the offensive side, running the football really well.
Yeah, he's had a really nice year as well. Logan Steele shotgun Clinton to his right. They're going to go right with the option. Clinton's going to try to get out there. They're going to try to contain him, and they do a nice job. They did everything they could right there.
I'm really impressed by the effort here by the Bulldog players, particularly on the defensive side. Steele a little slow to get up, but he seems to be okay. Stringing that out, that's just good technique. Talon Lope, Chase Elliston in on the tackle there.
5:19 to go in the third quarter. No score the second half, 16-0. The pick six right before halftime, was a hurt to the Dogs. But defensively, they've been stingy all night long, and not having Nolan Pauling at quarterback has really limited the offense's effectiveness. 3rd down and 12. The Dogs want to hold, force a punt. Steele, Clinton, up the middle. Clinton met, dropped, and they're gonna be happy punting.
Wow, look, again, Braden Swales, he's right there. I tell you, he's doing a super job against Isaac Glover inside because he's holding his ground, allowing Thompson, Bo Sechrist, Bo Ryan to come in there, Luke Ryan to come in there and make a big tackle, forcing the punt.
I got to tell you something right now. You know what happens when one of your leaders goes down? This defense is playing with a chip on their shoulder.
They are.
I mean, right now, Reinhardt, Watkins, it's time for the electric slide. They got to make something happen here deep. Kicks away. It's short, nearly blocked, going to roll. Out of bounds. They need to get away from it. Oh, it takes a nice Shamokin bounce. I don't know how that went left and went directly to the right.
Steinhardt is the kicker. easy to forget. He's a left-footed guy punting, and that ball came out with that sideways roll. Boy, I thought that's going to hop out of bounds and got an extra 7-8 yards out of that. So it rolls down to the 30, nose of the football just touching the 30. 4:07 to go here, third quarter. Bulldogs still trail 16-0.
Yeah, quick shout out here on first down to Denny Thompson and the fans on the hill. Chris Warby, appreciate you and your support even through basketball season. In the shotgun, Watkins trips left. Watkins is looking to the flats, caught by Lope. Lope gets a couple.
Well, and you can see it kind of limits the offensive play selection as well, because Watkins, for the most part, is probably not going to run the football a whole lot. Spread them out, trying to spread them out here, get some gaps in that defense.
Watkins to the gun, trips left, hands off Bo Secret, he fumbles. Does Bo get on it? He does. The snap never got up. Never got up to Bo.
A good recovery there by Sechrist, but you lose part of that yardage you got on the first down completion. So going to bring up third and a long 7 here.
It was so great to see Brady Jordan at halftime, knowing our kids are going on to bright things. Double twins. Watkins rolls right, trying to get some time, throws it. It's going to be short. Out to the 38. They're going to give him the 37. And I'll tell you what, this is, you almost have to punt, but we'll see what Tom chooses to do. It's the district championship.
Yep, completion to Luke Ryan there. But as Nate mentioned, short on that reception, 4th and a long 3, probably a solid 4. So Luke Ryan back. So Steele and Gink, I think it's Steele anyway, deep for the Indians.
Luke Ryan back to punt. They're going to bring some pressure on him right now. You can see him dialing it up. Snaps back. Nope, they choose to block. This one's going to go. It's going to roll out. Steele's going to pick this one up. You're going to see the speed. Tries to get left. Oh, and he slips and goes down. Big break, good coverage down on the play. Watkins.
What I think is going to be interesting, do they leave Steele at quarterback next season? I know we're talking down the road, but, he's not playing quarterback in college. And they have a nice guy, Barris Waltz, only a sophomore, so you'd be a quarterback that they would be able to have for 2 years. Be interesting to see if they move Steele to a running back or slot position next year. But again, forecasting down the road, good punt there, good coverage by Carson Watkins. Indians take over just inside their own 20-yard line. 2:24 to go here, third quarter.
One thing I'll say is Shamokin has some dudes, and at the same point in time, this defense tonight has been lights out, -4 turnovers. They're in cover 0 right now, man-to-man. Clinton gets the handoff. He gets some daylight. There's 5 guys every time in on the tackle. Maybe a gain of a half yard. I'll see if they've given him any forward progress on that. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, Clinton gets up a little slow. I mean, he's taking some hard shots here, particularly in this second half. Again, the defensive line, Swales, Lope, tonight, Mason Larson, Luke Thompson, and Chase Ellison, really solid thus far in the ballgame.
The Bulldogs need a turnover, desperately need to make something happen here. The defense has to score some points. Inside of a minute 50, Logan Steele, hands off. No, he fakes it right to the flats, air mails it. Intended for his number 1 receiver, Colin Steinhardt.
And literally number 1, big target out there.
Oh, yeah.
Big target, the place kicker, punter. Man who has a touchdown for the defense on the Shamokin side. So that'll bring up 3rd and 9 here. Yeah, you're right, Nate. Turnover would be great. Pick 6, something would scoop and score, getting right back in the ballgame.
It's about that time, 3rd and 9. Bulldogs in the 5-2. They're going to bring heat from the right side. It's going to be a handoff. That's Ringus. Oh, they got to get a hold of him. 35, 40. And the difference between him and Clinton is Ringus is they got that low center of gravity.
And boy, he has active feet too. I mean, his feet are just chopping in the hole there, able to power through, so they convert on the run, 3rd and 9. Steele in the shotgun, handed off to Clinton. Again, he is met in the backfield. Scrum there, but man, he powers ahead and he breaks free. Does Clinton. 30. Breaks another tackle, and he is going to score.
Touchdown.
My goodness gracious. Shamokin Clinton.
Touchdown. Big run. Big run on the play.
So from the 40, so Clinton ends up in the scrum and then breaks free 60 yards for the touchdown. Shamokin gets exactly what they wanted. Run the football, but able to break free after such a good set of series for the Bulldog defense. And the Indians add to their lead, 22-0, 107 to go here. Third quarter, Steinhardt on for the PAT attempt.
Bulldogs looking good tonight. Unfortunately, on that play, they do not get a hand up.
So it's interesting. So Steinhardt kicks his PATs right-footed, and he punts left-footed. I thought that was the case, but I didn't mention it earlier. The PAT is good. Arms go vertical. So Shamokin gets, again, exactly what they wanted. They get the big play with Clinton breaking free, 60 yards on the run on 3rd and 9. Really good effort there by Shamokin Clinton, the senior running back. Breaks this one open. Shamokin leads 23-0. Bulldogs looking to return this one. Luke Ryan and Reinhardt deep for Jersey Shore. Steinhardt taking his time getting the kicking tee. Ready to kick off here again. We appreciate all the sponsors. Devlin's Auto Glass, Pine Creek Valley Wellness Center for the out-of-town scoreboard. EFG Miller Contracting Player of the Game coming up here. They are a locally owned residential contractor. See Jeff, 15 years of experience. Give him a call today at 570-772-4105 or find him on Facebook and watch your building and remodeling dreams come to life right before your very eyes. Best auto sales as well. Tanner Doverspike, SGO Service Garage in Renova. Ken Pick and the crew. Appreciate them. Fisher Insurance Agency and Jerry Clark and his crew at every event and tent. Steinhardt ready to go. Kickoff coming. Straight down the middle, scrum toward Reinhardt. Picks it up in the big hop. Straight up the middle. As Connor Reinhardt met at the 30, and that's where he will be brought down. So the Bulldogs will take over at their own 30. Again, Nolan Pauling out since about midway through the second quarter. Shoulder-related injury. We heard it may be a broken bone as well in that area. Again, that is unofficial. Obviously changes things for the Bulldog offense. Carson Watkins coming in from the wide receiver position has led the way at quarterback since then. 1 minute to go here. Watkins takes a snap. Quick toss to Timothy Lope. Ball comes out at the end of that one, so that was a reception and a fumble. Ringus on the recovery. So that if that stands, which I think it will, that will be the Bulldogs' 5th turnover of the ball game. Flag came out at the end of that play as well. So if you're wondering why Nate is not on, we're having some technical difficulties, which probably some of you have seen. We seem to have the audio, but do not have that live video.
Correct. That is correct. Nate's working on it right now. And just stay patient with us here. Sometimes things go sideways.
So the penalty was against Shamokin after the fumble recovery, I do believe. So the Bulldog defense is on the field. So Shamokin will take over after the Bulldogs' 5th turnover of the ball game. So it was marked originally around the 35, but a personal foul penalty will mark this one back to the Indian 49-yard line. And again, Shamokin's a great team, folks. They're 2 consecutive regular seasons undefeated, but this is the kind of thing that may prevent them from winning a state title. They're very undisciplined in that type of phases of the ball game. They make that kind of penalty in a state playoff game, it's going to cost them. Here tonight, it probably won't.
Yeah, and they are sloppy.
But, man, they are talented. So Logan Steele with the carry there up the middle, met by Harrett and Luke Thompson. Bring him down after a gain of about 4.
Bulldogs aren't giving up, Doug.
Oh, no, the defense has really played well. Again, that's a great run by Clinton in the pack and then breaks free. Able to break another tackle down around the 20 to sprint into the end zone. So they will have to run one more play, will the Indians, before the end of quarter number 3. Steele in the shotgun. Fakes it, now gives it to Gink on the reverse. Wow, that is just a super play penetration there by Talon Lope, tackle for loss, and that will be the last play of quarter number 3. Shamokin Indians 23, the Jersey Shore Bulldogs 0. You're listening to tonight's broadcast on dogpoundproductions.com, DPP Sports. Again, we appreciate all of the sponsors, Integrated Accounting and Counseling Services. Go see Brandon Best and his crew for any type of business-related service, payroll, bookkeeping, CEO, CFO responsibilities. Give them a call at 570-484-1947 or visit them on the web at www.integratedacs.com or in person at 120 Cambridge Lane in Lewisburg. Appreciate that sponsorship. Devlin's Auto Glass. Go see him with any type of auto glass issue, cracked windshield, etc. Give them a call, 570-865-6042. Out-of-town scoreboard, Pine Creek Valley Wellness Center. We'll try and get you some scores, get you some finals in those other district semifinals and district finals after the ball game. Go see them at 302 West Central Avenue in Avis, PA. Our player of the game, EFG Miller Contracting. Go see Jeff. Give him a call, 570-772-4105. So the fourth quarter ready to get underway. Flip the field right at midfield. Shamokin takes over. Again, the Indians lead 23-0. Third and about 9. Receivers change position. Steele again in the shotgun, as he is on almost every play. Rolls right. Hits Steinhardt.
Ball on the ground.
Yep, ball is out. That'll be interesting to see. Right on the sidelines, looked like the Bulldogs got on it when Steinhardt put this one on the ground, but did they get it under control enough prior to going out of bounds? The officials marked it at the 46. I think that's going to stay Shamokin's ball. We have an injured player down for Shamokin on that sideline. Looks like a cramp. So they haven't given any indication that it's Jersey Shore ball, so that will stay with the Shamokin Indians. And probably 4-down territory. I don't think they punt this one away. So we didn't have any indication by the officials as to whose ball that was, so that will stay Shamokin Indians football. I have to say, Coach, a little sloppy with the officials tonight.
They are a little sloppy tonight, and I get it. It's raining. And, things happen. But I wish they would at least said Shamokin ball. Like, make it simple. Don't make people sit here and think. So they're going to punt, Doug.
Yeah, well, so they do drop the punt. So the rain has slowed or stopped here tonight. So it's been kind of odd. Light rain early, a little heavier rain there for quite a bit. Now, I think that's Steele dropping deep to punt there. That is not Steinhardt.
That'd be scary.
Yep, that's his steal. He punts that away. Watkins calls for the fair catch at about the 13. Successful there. So the Bulldogs take over. 11:30 to go in this one.
And I think our video is back on, guys.
Yep, we are back on. A little technical work there by Nate Carpenter. Bulldogs take over deep in their own territory. Obviously, desperately need a score. Have an opportunity to stay in this ball game in any way, shape, or form. Watkins in the shotgun at quarterback. Sechrist beside.
Left to right motion, handoff up the middle. Bo Sechrist gets to the third tier. He's going to make a move. Gets outside 30, 35, out of bounds. Bickert gets to him in the end.
Sechrist, best rush of the night. Best rush of the night, period, for any offensive back. Big first down there.
Yeah, thanks for hanging in with us tonight, guys. Between the rain and just everything happening down here, for some reason, we lost video for a short season. There's multiple crews here able to get that back. The Dogs being stingy tonight. Some big runs, some big plays. 4 turnovers is the difference. Lope goes to the short slot. 11-22, 23-0. First and 10. To the flats goes Watkins. Reinhardt makes the catch. Does he hold on? Yes.
They were trying to hook and ladder there.
They did want the second ladder there. They didn't get it.
Reinhardt's first reception of the night. Good completion there by Watkins, filling in at quarterback. Gain of about 5 as they reposition that one. 2nd and 5 for Jersey Shore.
Dogs need to put points on the board and in a hurry. Trips right. Second 6, 42-yard line. Watkins gets the snap, fakes to Bo Sechrist, tries to make a man miss. He's going to get snowed in. And what happened was the delayed snap caused the hesitation, which really allowed the penetration to get into Watkins.
Xavier Paul, number 11, made a couple nice tackles for loss there tonight. So that negates the pass completion plus a yard. 3rd and 11 here for the Bulldogs.
You know, hats off to the Dogs. You know, the last touchdown was a big break for Shamokin. 23-0 was the score. Pass to the flats. It's picked off. Nearly picked off.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm here to get a check for the game.
Oh, he got that. So that's an interception. Steinhardt again, his 2nd interception, first one for a pick 6. That actually is turnover number 6 for Shamokin against the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. So that one just floated out there out of the hands of Carson Watkins. Steinhardt all over that one. So the Indians take over in Bulldog territory at the 41. Again, turnover number 6 for the Bulldogs.
Doug, if you'd have told me the Dogs would have 6 turnovers, multiple turnovers leading to points, and it would be 23-0, I would really anticipate a much higher score. It's not reflective of how stingy the defense has been. That was another nice pick there in the secondary for the Indians. 10:07 to go. They're in scoring position. Steele keeps it down the right side. He's got daylight. He's gone. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. John after the play. Ref's got to get a handle on that, but not take away from the electricity. We talk about you can contain it for so long, but I think you hit the nail on the head, Doug. When you start to see those turnovers stack up and mount up, it is kind of deflating for a defense that's played really good tonight.
Yeah, that's a perfect description of what happened there. I mean, Steele just got to the corner and boom, no one's going to catch him. We talked about that many times at great speed, track speed down the sideline. So turnover turns directly into points, not on the play, but the play after. So the Indians basically put this one away with the 2 scores here in the second half. If you could have kept it at 16 and got a score, you would have had a chance. Steinhardt on for the Indian PAT.
That touchdown, and the hands go vertical. That touchdown brought to you in part by Blaze Alexander Kia. Doug Hilliard and the gang, 494-0121. BlazeAlexanderKia.com, taking the deals the other guys won't. And, you know, I talk about Phoenix Physical Therapy. Man, appreciate you, Barry Wrench. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Call Phoenix and Carpenter Chiropractic. We're there for you, 570-506-2259. Schedule an appointment this week. We've got your back. You know, it's a little discouraging, 30-0, honestly. But, you know, right now I'm thinking more about, you know, Nolan Pauling, and hopefully he's okay. And, you know, he's a great pitcher, too. And, you know, to come through the gauntlet of games they have this year and to not be injured, you know, they all play a little hurt. That's part of the game. But to really be in a position where you miss the majority of the first half and can't play the second is a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, and you talked about he's a multiple sport athlete, obviously looking forward, and he gets healthy, having another really solid season for the Jersey Shore Bulldog baseball program. You want that for him. He's got a lot of ability from that pitcher position. So Steinhardt on here, Reinhardt and Ryan deep for the Bulldogs.
Kickoff here. This one's going to burn. Nice pickup by Reinhardt in the air. 20, 25, hesitates, stutters, gets met. Out to the 27-yard. Oh, they're going to give him the 29. See where they finally mark this one.
So Shamokin looks like they will get their 2nd consecutive District 4 4A final. And again, they will play the winner of the District 6 4A final, which we saw a number of minutes ago. Bellefonte led Juniata 10-0. Coach is going to try and get an update there. I believe that is at a District 6 site, so probably will be at Bellefonte in their new stadium, possibly, because Central Mountain has closed things up
throws it. Luke Ryan in at quarterback.
Yep, Luke Ryan in. Again, the reason I mentioned Central Mountain, a lot of playoff games between District 6 and District 4 have been at Central Mountain, but this year Central Mountain has closed up their stadium, so that is not an option for them, or it could be at Bald Eagle area as well.
Yeah, it could be.
Now 17-6.
Oh, 17-6, Bellefonte leading Juniata in that District 6 4A final.
Luke Ryan in the backfield now at quarterback with Bo Sechrist. Twins right and twins left. Second down and 10. That one's thrown to the flats, and they're trying to get Carson Watkins involved, and it's just tough. You know, when you talk about, we talked about this at the beginning of the year. Tom Gravish, phenomenal coach, takes what he has, doesn't really rebuild, he retools. But when you get to the point where you're limited with depth and you're limited to even practice because, you know, your 3s and 4s are hurt. But Luke Ryan coming in, what a great senior year he's had. Right to left motion goes Thompson. Ryan's going to roll right. It's going to be met. He's going to go deep. Nice spiral. Watkins.
Great adjustment there by Carson Watkins. That's a nice throw by Luke Ryan on the run. Didn't have to think about that one a whole lot. Just get it out there, float it out there.
That's a highlight of my night. I know you're down 30-0, but Luke Ryan comes in, averaging 41 yards a punt, goes to quarterback. We sat with his mom and dad last year at the end of the year banquet at Baldbirds. In the gun, Luke Ryan fakes it, draw, a little delayed. You know what happens is you have a different cadence, you have a different handoff style, and Coach Hale's sitting here as an O coordinator.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's just different. I mean, obviously,
It's tough.
Nate described it
when you
well.
have to bring in your third string quarterback, and he just doesn't get a lot of laps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're making the most of it tonight. They're not, they're not gonna fold. Gonna play the remainder, left to right, lope. Luke Ryan's gonna go up top. He's gonna go deep. That's gonna be picked again. Nope. Very close. He throws a nice spiral.
Trying to get that one to Reinhardt. That's a tough matchup there with Steinhardt. Man, Steinhardt, he is a big dude out there. I tell you what, 6'4", 205. He's been the difference on the pass defense for the Shamokin Indians. Obviously had that pick six with about a minute and a half to go in quarter number 2. Kind of broke this one open.
Third down and 15. The Dogs want to convert. They're going to try to get Watkins open in space in the single-man Bickert coverage. He's going to roll right. He's going to go to Watkins. Watkins hitch and go. Here it is, Watkins. Good coverage. Really good coverage.
Yeah, Bickert's very good. I mean, their defensive secondary overall, really solid. They have the athletic ability and the speed to stay with any receiver, and he was in perfect position there. Forced Watkins to try to go through him to make the catch. Good effort there. That one falls incomplete. Again, the Bulldogs don't have a choice. You're probably not punting this one away. 4th and 15, but you have to go for it down 30.
Yeah, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try to put some points on the board. At the same point in time, the game is most likely in the bag, but you play with pride. It's always a great day to be a Bulldog. Watkins goes right to left. Luke Ryan's going to go. He's going to fake it. Going to step up. Going to try to get outside. He's going to eventually get hemmed in out past the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's going to stay in bounds. It looks like the clock will continue. Nope. I guess they stopped the clock.
Yep, on the change of downs. Again, we've talked about this. Shamokin is a great ball club, and they are pretty well coached. Mark Persing does a nice job, but I got to tell you, as a fan, they are hard to like. They are just jawing. He tried to body slam them there.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
you don't need any of that. They are good enough to go to the state final. We said that they're good enough to go to the state final and win it. Kudos to them, but they are a program that is really hard to like. I hate to say that. Shouldn't say that as a commentator. They're a great ball club, but difficult to like them.
Doug Byerly getting a little edge tonight, like a sharp hunting knife. I'll tell you, he's got a little edge on him. In the gun, Logan Steele left to right. They're going to hand it off. Jet sweep. Outside, Luke Thompson grabs him, takes him out. Bo Sechrist into the sideline, helped up by the Shamokin Indians.
And that just shows you the difference there. Luke Thompson out with an injury, maybe a dislocated shoulder, comes back in the ball game. You can see he's given 100% on that play. Runs down Gink. 1,000-yard rusher last year, holds him to a very short game, giving his effort, even though you're down a bunch of points. I mean, that's the type of program that you can enjoy following just the effort by the Bulldog defense.
Well, that first fumble inside the 5 when Pauling put the ball on the turf was when he initially injured his shoulder, and it was downhill sledding from there. Clinton up the middle. Does he have daylight? He's going to be brought down. A host of dogs. You know what you talk about the extracurricular stuff. When I talked about it earlier in the game, I said I hope they have a quicker whistle, because inside the tackles there was a play the last time they played down here where Glover ended up landing on somebody, and that was the difference tonight. Glover ended up landing on Pauling at one point, and that's 400 pounds to about $180. So it's 3rd down and 4, 48-yard line. Logan Steele just going to fake left and go right. He's going to have nope. He doesn't get the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 2. Be interesting to see if Shamokin says we're just going to keep this on the ground.
That's a really solid play on that side by Chase Ellison, Luke Thompson as well. Boy, Steele had the whole head of steam there, and he stopped immediately, driven back. So 4th and 2. I mean, if they're smart, they just punt it away. I mean, first of all, why Steele in the ball game? You don't have him. You don't go deep in the playoffs. He gets hurt, he's out.
Well, we talked about, a lot of high school football is when you lose a player, if he's an offensive, defensive player, part of special teams, sometimes you lose 4 roles in a man. And Logan Steele is Mr. Everything here. I'd get him out of the game as well if you're smart. Back to punt. Punts away. It's slow but high. Let it hit. Let it roll out. Out of bounds. It comes back out down to the 11. They're going to mark this one closer to the 10. But you're right, Doug. It makes no sense to keep your guys in right now. The biggest thing with Jersey Shore, it's really hard for them to be effective offensively. You take the struggle offensively to have an identity without Pauling. They're doing their level best. We're not picking on anybody. But then you couple that with 6 turnovers, it makes it difficult.
Well, that's what happened to Shamokin last year in the first-round state game here against Juniata. They said 7 turnovers tonight when I talked to them pregame, but 6 or 7 turnovers, and they lost big. They couldn't hold on to the football.
Luke Ryan in the shotgun, he fumbles. Oh, he's down to the 1. He's going to get outside the 1. He's going to get out to the 2, maybe the 3. No, he keeps going out past the 5, nearly back to the original line of scrimmage, but he's going to be maybe a 2-yard loss, but that was nearly nightmarish.
So clock running, we're at 6 minutes here in the ball game. So again, we mentioned it earlier, Shamokin will go to their second consecutive District 4 4A championship here. Second consecutive year that they have been undefeated at this point in the year, and they are looking to advance and will play what more than likely will be the Bellefonte Red Raiders, possibly at Bald Eagle area or Bellefonte High School next week.
2nd down and a long 13. Luke Ryan's going to look back. He's going to look back deep. Nobody home. Just a misunderstanding. Reinhardt went in, and Luke Ryan threw that ball outside.
Yeah, just trying to throw it down the field, as we commented earlier, try and break somebody free, get a big run out here. So finally they take Isaac Glover out. Again, why is he in the ball game? I mean, good God, you need him to make a state run where you're going to play an Aliquipper or a Thomas Jefferson or whoever's in the West out there. If you get past, get him out of the ball game, Coach Persing.
Snap is back. Luke Ryan's going to look right. He might get hemmed in. He fumbles. Safety. Touchdown. Nope, Shamokin gets on it. And, that's disappointing. 5:26 to go. They're trying to make something happen. 7th turnover of the night. Luke Ryan looking to make a pass, looking to make a play, and he's stripped. When he's stripped, it's on the turf. I thought he might get on it and only give up 2, but unfortunately, Shamokin gets on it. That's a touchdown.
Andrew Kuzmic, number 88, makes the fumble recovery for the touchdown. And wow, 7 turnovers in a ball game. More than likely, you're going to be down big, and now the Bulldogs are. Steinhardt arm for the PAT to make this one 37.
Well, and you're going to hear a lot, from the Shamokin faithful on how they put a beat down on Jersey Shore. And the reality is, it's a very different game tonight. They may have the bragging rights, but it's a very different team. It's a very different night. It's an odd night. Snaps back, holds down, kick is up, hands go vertical. The black and white stripes say that one's right down Broadway. 37-0. Grab the handle, Doug. The cannon's going off. Real quick, guys, if you want to participate we're not trying to move past tonight, but listen, basketball season's coming. We're hoping Coach Weaver, Sean Weaver, the All-State guy from Sugar Valley, who helped Bald Eagle Nittany years ago. He's going to help us with some wrestling this winter at some point in time. Had a chance to spend some time with Bo Nickel recently, too, talking about a potential FCA event next year, the Day of Worship, and really excited about our West Branch breakdown. Appreciate you, Rich, at Haywood's on the Green and our weekly opportunity to bring the podcast to you. Check that out, guys. That's on Facebook, and we'll get that up on YouTube tomorrow. And then, of course, basketball season's coming, and we're looking forward to covering 5 boys and girls games. And a quick shout-out to Peyton Dincher at Lemoyne College. She's really had a couple of really good games this year, 16 points, I believe, or more. Coach Hale set them right down, playing Division I basketball. And we're looking forward to following her career as we have Brady and Elijah Jordan at Lycoming. Here we are, Blaze Alexander Kia. We appreciate you.
We are in the Mercy Rule.
And as Coach Hale said, the Mercy Rule will begin now, 37-0 Shamokin. Quick shout-out to Best Auto Sales, 748-8000. Thank you, John Best. This kick is up. This kick is high inside the 5, letting it roll out. Reinhardt into the end zone. That's another touchback. Boy, that's a nice leg.
Oh, he's a good kicker. And really different again. He kicks right-footed, punts left-footed. You got to wonder which one is his normal.
Hey, listen, man. That's like Sean Hale. He putts with his 9-iron.
I mean, that's something. Think about it.
I'm making bombs, too.
That's probably the first time I've ever seen that, though, using 2 different feet.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous, yeah.
I tell you what. Yep. Quick shout-out to the boys of Fall down at Jiffy Market. We appreciate you, Alan. You're amazing. You've been good to us. 398-3499, 115 Pennsylvania Avenue. Quick shout out to all the guys, the therapy crew that meet down there every day for coffee. Appreciate the fellowship, guys. Handoff immediately up the middle. Bo Sechrist gets wrapped up. Tackled on the play by number 70.
So again, as Coach Hale mentioned, in the Mercy Rule. So these last 5 minutes and a couple seconds will roll by here pretty quickly. Story of the ball game is the turnovers early, and then here in the second half, a long touchdown run by Zakeem Clinton to get it beyond the 2-score lead, and then the touchdown run by Logan Steele as well.
Snaps back, going to look to the flats. Pick 6, to the house he goes. And it just gets worse. Steinhardt again.
Yeah, I mean, he's very good instinctively, but that was behind Carter Reinhardt.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, so that may be pass interference. That may negate that one, and we'll have to see what that call is.
Be a block in the back after the interception.
Yeah. So that one may count points on the board. So the officials conversing with this. See where this is. Sometimes when they stand by the flag, you're kind of thinking it's coming back. But we will have to see.
Yeah, I don't know whether it almost looked like he made a holding call, but again, I don't know how. But it seemed like
foul on Shamokin.
Yeah, so there
wasn't dead ball, so they'll get the ball about the 40.
So
45.
The touchdown's coming back.
Yep, touchdown negated, interception stands by Steinhardt. Wow, he's put together a memorable district final.
Well, guys, you talk about it. And the fact of the matter, too, is a lot of the turnovers tonight have come on the back end of people trying to fill a role and fill a void for us. And, quick shout out to Carson Watkins. Don't hang your head. Luke Ryan, don't hang your head. You're in here trying to make ends meet. Missing Nolan Pauling tonight. I mean, he's been the Swiss Army knife all season. He's been one of the greatest dual-threat quarterbacks I've seen come through Jersey Shore in a long time. Throws a beautiful football. Just got banged up in that first half.
Yeah, I'm just really surprised that Logan Steele and that starting offense, they're still in here. I mean, if you're serious about making an all-state run, those guys should not be in the ball game.
Well, the reality is I feel like they just want to hang one on us.
Oh, there's no question about that.
Gink to the right side, going to get out of bounds. Doesn't matter. The clock will continue.
They're not going to run him anymore. They're just going to give the ball to whoever that was.
Yep.
Gink on the carry there.
Yeah, they're going to try to just keep some consistency. But I'll be honest with you guys. with the first team in, it only takes a slip. It only takes I mean, if we driving down here tonight, we never thought that Nolan Pauling would be out in the first half.
Yeah. So timeout here in the ball game. Again, Indians lead 37-0 over the Bulldogs. And boy, I tell you, the injuries have been the story really all season long. Starting out with Sechrist out for the year, he would have been just such a great dual threat person offensively and defensively. And then it just grew from there. Where tonight, when I talked to the other announcers pregame, they said there's 13 guys on your sidelines. How is that? He said, how are you still winning at 13? I said, well, they played really well down the stretch and just kind of outmanned, obviously, Central Mountain and Athens. But I said, against Shamokin tonight, that's going to be a little difficult. If you were healthy coming into this ball game, I think this would be a very tight ball game that could go either way. But unfortunately, the Bulldogs, while they ended the season 7-3, which we said, if they ended the season 7-3 and were healthy, they could win a district title. You're not healthy,
Exactly.
Very difficult to do.
Well, and it got down to pivotal pieces. I mean, when you lose your king and your queen, the chessboard looks a little different. And, it's hard to play chess with checkers, but, hats off. The Dogs haven't quit. They're unrelenting. Left to right motion. Steele still in the game. Clinton to his right. They're going to give it to Steele. Steele's just going to run. He's going to try to find some daylight, get out of bounds. Clock will continue down inside of 4 minutes. It'll be interesting if they look to score.
Yeah, and like you said, sometimes that's the mentality. Hey, listen, you can't match up with us. We're going to run her up on you, And Shore's done that at times where we put 73, on the board last week against Athens. I mean, that's just kind of mentality. When you can match up with us, it'll be a good game, or what not, it's going to be lopsided,
Kavanaugh split out wide to the left. Twins with Gink. Logan Steele, right to left motion. Clinton to his right. 3rd down and 6. Hands off to Clinton. Clinton rumbles and stumbles, and he's just going to be brought down. Clinton's obviously hurt because he just doesn't have that burst tonight. Doesn't have that step.
Yeah, he was able to capture her on that long touchdown run where he muscled himself through and then showed the speed and then broke another tackle down around the 20 as we described earlier. But he's really not been 100%. And again, that's what just shocks me. Why is he still in the ballgame? It's silly. He's an all-state player. He could lead you to a state title that you've never had here at Shamokin.
Well,
and you're going to keep him in the ballgame, and you're up.
And honestly, in fairness, I think Shamokin has some brilliant pieces. I think they have great potential, but I think they're very one-dimensional. The issue they're going to have is when they're forced to throw the football. This is Pooch down inside. Beautiful kick. Does it get out of bounds? Nope, it's into the end zone. Boy, he barely looked like he kicked that thing, and that thing just took off like a rocket. But again, Logan Steele is the athlete at quarterback. Phenomenal. Not taking anything away from him. Bickert can fly. Boy, he's a nice receiver. You do have Steinhardt. Clinton's a big back. And now I'll tell you who I'm really kind of most impressed with is Noah Ringus coming in from Line Mountain at 5'9", 205. He's an O coordinator's dream.
Yeah, he's a very good player. But you're right. You usually have to be able to throw the ball a little bit to win at the 4A level. Again, at the single A level, double A level, maybe you can run some people over and not have to throw it a whole lot. And that was the strength of the Southern teams when they had Henry Nanoski and the older Garcia player.
Up the middle, that one faked to Bo and initially given. I believe that is, yes. Cash Harrod on that carry. What really changed tonight when you have to bring your second and third tier quarterbacks in to make anything happen?
He's the best.
Yes, best wide receiver you have, and now you really go to a single back, and now they're going to try the two backs. They're doing everything they can. 2nd down and 11. Going to roll Watkins right. Watkins going to throw back over the middle. Oh, this could be picked again. Another pick. Bo Sechrist wanted a little taste of Pittsburgh. Little Haywood's on the green right there. Is that 8 or 9?
That would be 8. Yeah, that's probably a program record on the negative side in regard to turnovers. Yeah, it's a tough one.
If I'm Shamokin, I'm taking 3 knees and getting out of here.
Yeah, we'll see what Shamokin does. And obviously, they're fired up. Not the crowd we anticipated tonight here. Obviously, with the rain, that's been self-limiting, self-deprecating a little bit. But, man, we want to give a quick shout-out to Devlin's Auto Glass, 865-6042. EFG Miller Contracting Player of the Game coming up after this. They're in the
Victory formation.
Yep, 1:21 to go here. They're going to take a knee on the interception. Clock temporarily stops. Take a knee. Again, the final score, guys, tonight, barring some extracurricular, it's going to be 37-0. Shamokin over the Bulldogs. Hey, the Bulldogs left it all on the field. You know, obviously the key tonight was more than anything, take away the fumbled snap and the 2-point safety to start off, and the fumble inside the 5 was losing key personnel. We hope Nolan Pauling is okay. We'll be praying for his recovery. We thank you, all those who've tuned in all season long. We got to 12 games this season, and we're going to end the season 8-4. Going to lose this district title match, but it's been a great ride with DPP Sports. Dog Pound Productions as Logan Steele takes a knee. That's going to be the game. We're going to stay right here, Doug. We're going to talk about the EFG Miller Contracting Player of the Game. That's a tough one tonight. I mean, honestly, it's hard to have an offensive player of the game just because it was a night of platoon, you know?
Oh, no question. The EFG Miller Contracting Player of the Game, been the sponsor all season long. Locally operated wholesale residential construction, specializing in all phases of construction for over 15 years. Call Jeff Miller, 570-772-4105, or find him on Facebook. Watch your building and remodeling dreams come to life right before your very eyes. And you're right, Nate, very, very difficult because the stats, there aren't many on the offensive side, and you have the 8 turnovers on the side. But I'm going to give it to both the offensive and defensive lines. They played very hard, played very physical in a tough situation where you couldn't move the football. But I tell you what, the 37 points on the board don't really indicate how well the defensive line and the defensive unit as a whole. So we'll give it to the offensive and defensive lines to wrap up the player of the games. And then 2025, it goes from week 1 as follows: Carson Watkins, Cass Harrett, Bo Sechrist, Nolan Pauling, Bo Sechrist, and Carson Watkins in week number 5. Bo Sechrist in the offensive line in week number 6. Mason Larson, Isaac Shirey, Nate Thompson, Luke Bressler, and Talon Lope. In that week, Luke Ryan in week 7. Carson Watkins again against Penwood. Bo Sechrist multiple times in week number 9. And then the senior class of players against Central Mountain played really, really well as a unit. Bo Sechrist last week with that record-setting game, 286 rushing and 6 touchdowns. And tonight, our EFG Miller Contracting Player of the Game, both the offensive and defensive lines in defeat here in the District 4 4A Finals against Shamokin.
Yeah, it's a tough way to lose tonight, Doug, but I got to be honest with you, man. It's been a pleasure riding shotgun this year with you and Coach Hale and Sean and Vince and the team. And, man, and all the support and all the sponsors and just all the interviews and the downtime with Coach Gravish and the team and the coaching staff and the players and just those kids that pop in like the Dubs Blooms of the world and the Brady Jordans who pop in at halftime to say hello and kind of give us a glimpse of where they are now. It's like we, you know, get a chance to connect with them.
They're going to get their silver medals.
Bulldogs going to get their silver medals right now. Do we have any out-of-town scores?
Yeah, we do.
Well, we will wrap it up. And again, easy to forget here in defeat. A little disappointing night, and particularly on the injury side. But the 8th consecutive year that the Bulldogs have been in the District 4 4A Finals. The last couple obviously have not gone their way with the great Selinsgrove team in the last 2 years here against a very, very good Shamokin team. But that is a great run, Bulldog Nation.
Quick out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll sign off.
So again, the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you all season long by Pine Creek Valley Wellness Center. Go see them in Avis if you have the need, 302 West Central Avenue, or give them an appointment on the website, pcvwc.com. They are here to help you achieve a better you. Coach Hale, what do we have?
Well, we've got Hollidaysburg 25, DuBois 24, late fourth quarter. That's a pretty good football game. Delaware Valley coming back against Abington Heights 27-24 late in the fourth. Northwestern Lehigh 41, North Schuylkill 14. Dallas gets beat by North Pocono 38-6. Lackawanna Trail over Tri-Valley. Bellefonte 17-6 is the last score I saw. We've got Troy 48, Warrior Run 27. Mifflinburg 28-6. Williamsport gets blown out by Wilkes-Barre. Very surprised by that, 42-7. Southern all over Bloom, 41-21. And Line Mountain 20, Montgomery 14. Scranton Prep 42, Berwick 7.
Yeah, out of all of those, that last one is the most shocking. Not that Scranton Prep won, but they beat an 11-0 team by that badly. So in the second half, again, Jersey Shore ran 25 plays, Shamokin 27. Shamokin really contained the time of possession, 16-13 for the ball game. Pretty even, Jersey Shore 20-02 and Shamokin 27-58. Plays pretty even as well. Shore 57, Shamokin 51. But the only thing that matters on the scoreboard, Shamokin Indians win their second consecutive District 4 4A title, 37-0, here at home in Kent Memorial Stadium over the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. You can see the medal ceremony here, so the Bulldogs will get their silver medals. Braden Swales leading the way here, and the Shamokin Indians waiting for their gold medals as well.
Yeah, it's been a great year, Doug. Why don't you take us home and I'll sign us off?
Appreciate the support. Again, the sponsors. Nate's talked about them all season long. Really appreciate that. Really looking forward to the winter sports season as well. Maybe 5 boys and girls basketball games, a wrestling event or 2, just to extend the coverage of DPP sports throughout the winter sports region and hopefully cover some more teams here in Lycoming and Clinton County. It's been a pleasure. Bulldogs end their season at 8-4 here in the District 4 4A Finals.
Once again, I want to give a quick shout out to Athletic Director Bill Minzer and for his partnership this year with the Jersey Shore Area School District and Dr. Ulmer. We appreciate you and all that you do. We're going to come back again next season. We look forward to the football season, but prior to that, like I said, there's going to be some basketball and some wrestling. So we're really looking forward to that. Continue to check us out on Facebook and YouTube. And like I said, click subscribe and become a part of the Pound. Become a Stray. It's been an incredible journey, a dream come true for the team and the crew this year. So thanks again. And I say this from our house to yours. It's always a great day to be a Bulldog.